I just pushed the button. Hey, talk to him,
All
Johnny.
right,
This your
welcome back to
this
the 2B Fair Show. I am your host, Johnny P.
old head,
Oh,
bro.
hey,
It's
real.
Q.
And we back.
Right.
Another digital
Mhm.
episode. We doing a digital dash. But before we get started, we want to tell everybody tap in on all social platforms at the 2B Fair Show. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, hop into the super chat. All super chats get read immediately. We're gonna throw
Mm.
that call in up there for y'all early today, Rail ain't here. And uh yeah, it's right there. It's right there. You see it. We gonna do it like that. Crazy
Hmm.
week. Part two done dropped. They done
Part
put
two.
they,
What do you
they done
mean by
put
that?
black they done put Black Donnie in cuffs,
Black
and the
Donnie?
Hornet
Oh,
and the Hornets can't lose. It's crazy. It's
mm,
crazy. I don't
mm,
know what
mm.
world we living in.
This is a hell of a sled for us to be going down, obviously. Speaking of sled, so again, we are digital. We are inside North Carolina, Charlotte specifically,
Oh, and it's
where
snow outside.
where we got about pause about 10 inches. Got about 10 inches of it. And 10 to 12, depending on where you was at. Um,
hey,
and
hey, the weather crazy. Niggas been hoping all week for 8 inches. Niggas been hope we get 8 this week.
hey, listen, and the crazy thing is that like for me, I felt that this one was gonna be the one because last week they hyped it and I didn't feel like it. But this one it went under the radar and they was trying to downplay it a little bit, keep it subtle. And this was the real storm that we all should have been worried about. I took my ass out yesterday, which it was a bad decision. Luckily, everything worked itself out. When Walmart and Food Line closed,
Oh
you
yeah,
just got you supposed to
it's
just stay
different.
your ass in the house.
It's different. Yeah, you
Um,
can't. Yeah, it's different. Hey, shout out to them folks that got stuck on Independence too.
it was a bunch.
Oh, that shit look. Yeah, they had to close that shit down, bro. You know that little hill
Man.
right by Bojangles where you got to come up a little bit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was a bunch of folks stuck out there. 85 got shut down. It's like 100 cars out there. Like
Mm.
it was just like it wasn't smart to get out there on them roads yesterday. Today too.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't smart to do that.
All right. Gotcha. So shout out to LTL. LTL
I
said,
got some hand warmers. I ain't
hope you
got like
got
any
it heated
jacket.
jackets and some hand warmers. I ain't got no hand warmers. I took my ass out there with the daughter yesterday, and yeah, it's hurting because it's not just snowing. It's like 12 degrees outside,
It's actually cold.
and
Like it's like fucking
like when it
frigid.
snows and it's like 20, 25, it be like it's all right. You could jump
Yeah.
around a little bit, then you get warm. But yeah, this
Now this
is
that cold that
real.
stick to your bones.
Yeah. You leave your hands exposed long enough, pause. But nonetheless, is America sledding down the wrong hill? Um, Don
Oh,
Lemon
okay.
arrest, the new Epstein files, they just dropped. Nicki Minaj, I don't know. I think she's just taking shots for Trump right now. What else has happened this week that we need to make sure that we hit on?
The part two, we said that.
Yeah.
Some
Uh,
scathing allegations. I
mhm.
mean,
I've
but the
heard.
whole
I
the
heard.
whole shit
It,
was
did
nasty.
did you
Mm,
did you say Pusha T and Jay Z was in it?
yeah, but like it's some other stuff that's just kind of
Oh,
just
okay.
nasty work. It's pictures and Yeah, like Prince Andrew got in 4K, like some nasty shit.
You heard what is it? New York Giants owner.
Oh yeah,
It's a bunch of
it's a
guys.
lot of
Yeah.
people. It's a lot. It's like 3 million files, which is like it's hard to comprehend like that much like material. Like this is a lot of
And you
shit.
remember when that guy he said I've seen all the fouls. There's nothing in there. It's fucking liar. I forget. Every time they release, a new drop. What's his name? He's like the Indian looking guy. I'm saying
Patel,
Indi
Cash,
uh, Cash. Yep. Cash
Cash, yeah,
Patel.
Patel,
When
yeah.
you say Patel, you always got to like check first because that also was a racial slur.
But it's
But
their name.
his name actually is Cash Patel.
Is so it's
No,
only racist to call the ones that aren't named Patel Patel.
yes, clearly, Johnny. I think that's clearly when it's racist. But people will get that off. They'll call all of them Patels, and that's not what they are.
But
Um,
you don't know another Indian last name though.
and it don't matter.
That, my bad, my bad.
It's like what's never mind. We don't have to go down this road. But nonetheless, every time there's a new drop, it does make him seem a lot Gupta. There you go.
That was the first
Um,
name, but okay. All
Sing, yes, Sing is
Sing.
the
That's it. That's it.
yeah. But there has been new releases, and with every drop, it does make him seem like the biggest liar in the world. Um, and I don't know, like it becomes a little bit more and more interesting. So I guess we do want to start off. Oh, poor Akash. Damn, yeah. That LTO, you on the other side of the internet, but him and his wife, that is his own story. That'd have been a good one to watch with Rail, but Rail's not here today. So we will start off. I think you want to talk about the Don Lemon thing first, right, Johnny?
I mean, I forgot about that one, but yeah, that's a that's one of those ones that's like that's scary, you know.
All
Uh,
right, so I'll push play on a couple of these, and then we can start the conversation.
MAGA administration and the fake news MAGAs are losing their mind over something that's not even true. So let me just make it clear, because this a assistant attorney general, I don't know, gosh, what's her name? It's something Hammett, Dillon or whatever. So I had no affiliation to that organization. I didn't even know they were going to this church until we followed them there. We were there chronicling protests. Once the protest started in the church, we did an act of journalism, which was report on it and talk to the people who were involved, which included the pastor, members of the church, and members of the organization. That's it. It's called journalism. First Amendment, all that stuff. For all of you people who believe in the First Amendment, absolutist, there you go. So why don't you talk to the actual person who is in charge of the organization and whose idea it was to have the protest at the church before you start blaming me for stuff for which you have no idea. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
What do you think of this? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So,
but there were folks will.
That's what, I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
We're here to worship Jesus.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Okay. That's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Do you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
no
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. Yeah. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
MAGA administration.
All right, so that would be video one. Let's see what else.
I mean,
I know you guys
hey, hold on,
have
can we stop
heard
right there?
what happened to Don.
Okay, what's going on, Johnny?
Oh, because like to me, I think it's important to show that he was not a part of the protest. Like that shows that right there, he was that's
Mm-hmm,
journalism. Like he
mm-hmm.
said, like how can you sit there and say like that he's a like you can hear the protest going on
Right,
like
right.
in the background. Like you can obviously hear the guy. The pastor even want to go over to where they doing the protest. He's on the inside getting talking to both sides. I mean, he's obviously biased one way or another, but he's still, allowing the people of the church to say their piece. That'd be their time to, if they have a message to get out to the world, that'd be their time to say it to Don Lemon. So I think it's a dangerous world when even journalism, you being a journalist, you can get swooped into, whatever side they want to put you on. And like, I mean, he was being a journalist right there, clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Yeah,
I
no,
just want to make that distinction. I think that's important.
I do think that that's interesting, and I guess it'll lead us to more colorings. Well, that colors a little bit more of the conversation we'll have afterward. But yeah, I'm gonna put play on Godfrey, and we'll continue building to the conversation.
Don Lemon.
Oh,
He was
no.
arrested today. Don Lemon is being arrested for doing his job. You know what's really sad about this Don Lemon situation is that Nicki Minaj wanted this to happen. Nicki Minaj was coming after Don Lemon. Such a backstab. The fact that she was in Donald's ear, she probably was like, oh, I want this Don Lemon guy. We need to get him. The way Don Lemon responds, because he's like, why are you for us? Why are you doing this? This is some, as they say, crazy work. This is crazy work Nicki Minaj is doing. And we all know Don Lemon. He's one of the greatest journalists of our times, period. Doing great work, has been doing it for 30 years, was on CNN. Then they fired him off some bullshit. And then he moved to the podcast space. He moved to the YouTube space. And I was part of him starting his podcasting because I was with him when he was campaigning for Kamala. He asked me, he said, hey man, how do you think I'm going to do? I'm not on CNN no more. And you've been podcasting. How do you think I'm going to do? I said, Don, you're going to do great. You have freedom now. You're going to do a lot. I think you're going to be even much better. You're going to be able to say what you want. And along with your journalist background, you're also going to be able to really do a lot of stuff with the people and be close to the people. And yeah. And so the Don Lemon Show has gained a lot of traction. He's got so many followers and fans so quickly. And the work that he's doing, he's on the streets talking to the people. The man on the street thing is great. And that's like old school journalists. Yeah, that's old school journalism, man, that I appreciate. And that's why I've been on this show many times. And you see Joy Reid comes on. He has so many great guests that come on. It's just a lot of great thinkers and intellects that come on his show. And it's amazing. And Don is passionate about what he does. He cares about people. He cares about justice. He cares about equality among races, among, sexual preference, all of that, man. That's what he does 100%. That's my brother from another mother. And I feel helpless because you go, what do you do now? All we can do is really hope for the best and keep it down in our thoughts. And we all I'm trying to keep in touch with him, sending him messages. So hopefully we see him return back. And that's what we want to see, because Don Lemon is a man of the people. And that's real talk. You don't have to agree with him all the time. But one thing I know is that Don always has good intention. It's no different this is a society that everybody's sensitive about anything, especially this administration. They can't stand journalists, especially if it's not journalists that say things they want to hear, which is insanely crazy. All right. We should be able to agree to disagree on things. And it's just like comedy. Sometimes you got people that come in to comedy clubs just to be offended because you didn't say the jokes that they wanted to hear. Well, what the is the purpose of being a comedian if I can express my own opinions, And listen, I always say, if you don't like what I'm saying, stay out of.
All right, we don't have to hear his spiel specifically. I guess we'll highlight another side of it.
These cities, that's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me though.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yeah. Okay, that's why we're here. That's what we're about.
Do you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them? as a
No
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
Unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here. Well, we're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You better pray to God that you don't fucking go to jail, because I'm gonna make sure you get the fucking real jail experience. I'm putting all the honey buns on top of your head. You like dick anyway, huh, nigga? Puss ass. You go in the church, you fuck up the church, and then you gonna pretend like you ain't had shit to do with it with your fucking camera out. I pray to God they charge you with inciting a riot, bitch. With your puss ass. Anytime the motherfucking pastor gotta push you, you doing way too fucking much. Bitch ass nigga. The pastor gotta push you, I'ma slap the fuck out y'all. And if y'all see me on a motherfucking picture like this in jail, on my bond picture, please come bond me out. You heard me? It mean I ran into Don Lemon.
Because that's the hope.
He should stay in jail.
All right, so
that first threat was crazy. That first threat was crazy. He wild boy.
I'm putting honey buns
on your head. Like you hey, what you gonna do this done?
What's that? I ain't been listening to too much Boosie. Good Lord.
Pussy ass nigga.
Yeah, you been listening to too much Boosie. I don't even think he from New Orleans like that, and he tried.
Pussy ass nigga.
they put the but they put the W in it. What? They throw the what?
Oh, pussy.
All right. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It sounded like, it sounded exactly like cuz y'all know they got him outside doing regular interviews now.
Who?
And the booty warrior
that dude.
Yeah, they got him doing interviews. I forget what's his name. Anton Daniels interviewed him, and he was telling him how attractive he was and what it was wild. It was wild.
Hey, yo. Oh, yeah, I ain't see that one. I'm gay. I probably don't need to see that one. I'm
going crazy on the memes today. It just reminded me. But all right. So nonetheless, I guess this does build to a very interesting question. Again, my question that we'll get into later, Felice Johnson, yep. Is like, do we have fail safes in America to keep from the fall of democracy? Because I know, like me personally, I think that, well, our version of democracy per se. But right now, most of the fail safes that I once believed in, I think have been tried, and I'm starting to believe that these are pretty much just constructs. So one of those would be like the press, and that we don't throw our journalists in jail for reporting what's happening. And right here, we're looking at Don Lemon, who Trump has had repeated, and these are things that this isn't for us to sound like a leftist podcast, because of again, like we'll make some conservative points and shit like that, but there is an intentional attack against any press that goes against who he is, what he wants to get passed. And
narrative. It's a clear narrative out there. It's a clear narrative out there that like the press you're supposed to go by, and if you don't go by this narrative, there are consequences and repercussions
that can lead up to jail.
Jail time. Yeah.
But the thing is that, like, he throws that threat out to army officials, anybody.
He throws it to everybody. For his political opponents, journalists, people in the army, judges.
Yeah.
Like you said, all the fail safes, everything that's supposed to, keep this, or all those, balances, checks and balances that's supposed to keep us a righteous or a fair country have been compromised by this administration. And it seems very intentional. At first, you like, oh, he just doesn't play by, he's a rebel. But like the more and more it happens, you can see that it's just like a play by play by play. He's just going through the thing. And I don't want to say the N word, that rhymes with Yahtzee.
Oh,
but
okay.
but it's going down that playbook, and it's just like it's scary. It's like it's real scary.
It
Like
does become, to me. It becomes weird. I think that I might have posed this in the Discord, but I do think like it is interesting when you look at this year and how many times things have been usurped just to make sure that it fits his narrative and agenda, and what that could look like in 3 years. And to me, like that, one of the issues that I run across, especially when having conversations with some of the guys inside the Discord, is that they will like it's like they're not really principled. So if it's attacking somebody that if they're violating constitutional rights to attack somebody that you don't like, you're for it. But not understanding that sets a precedent that it can happen and will happen to you.
but
That's
you
why I
say that
always
in the,
bring up.
but you say that in the chat. But they're taking the playbook from the administration, and like because it's a lot of things where they go against their principles, and so I think like when
Right,
people
right.
do it, I think it's just a reflection of the
Mhm.
leadership. Like I can't even blame like the average person if they do it. If you see your president out there doing it, you see what I'm saying, and it's working for him. He went to, but you see what I'm saying? It's working. Like they're getting the things done that they
And
want. So like,
yeah,
like
I guess I
I'm not
guess
saying
I
I
get it.
agree. I ain't saying I
I,
agree with the game plan, but if it's an effective game plan, I can't get mad at people for copying it.
I understand what you're saying. Um, could I get mad at him? Yes, only because of I think that it's hyper detrimental, especially if you're inside like a Black liberation movement type space. And if things are being done that also undermine your principles, not well, your principles, but also your well-being, especially in the future, i.e., how force can be exercised
Applied
to
to
you
us.
and yeah, applied to you. I think that it is, I don't know, it's just like really negligent to only like to accept it and okay it because of it's first starting off on a group that you don't fuck with. And this is where like I always use like the ICE and border patrol thing. How at first it was used for these Hispanics, and then a month later he threw it in Black neighborhoods. Like we just seen him do the exact thing. And this is the thing that I have an issue with, where um people have now normalized the idea of like hypocrisy and contradiction, and just damn, I think NRX is the. I'm gonna use a meme to kind of speak to this a little bit later, but like we've almost normalized idiocracy to a point where a nigga can get a person can get anything off, and as long as you kind of are able to say it with enough conviction, or if you're a person of power with enough following that are loyal to you, it's okay. Yeah.
No, I mean, let me ask you this though. Do you think,
Okay.
cause I'm a big conspiracy theory boy, and
Johnny, you're not. You're not.
no,
I don't want. I don't want.
okay, no, like I mean, actually, I misspoke. I'm not a big conspiracy theory. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, no, I definitely
Okay.
misspoke.
All
I
right.
am
All
not
right.
a big conspiracy. I'm
There we
not.
go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
I'm the anti-conspiracy boy. But like, but like a lot of these things have like come
Okay.
and like gotten like traction. I was watching something on like how like the people don't think the moon landing is real, and how like a motherfucker back in the '60s wrote a book with no evidence, and it just stuck and it stuck and it stuck, and then once the internet came, people just started kind of gravitating and picking up with this idea. But it's like,
You know what the issue is that if something just exists long enough, people eventually hold credence to it. So what people probably do is reference the book from 1960, whatever, and be like, "See,
somebody
even
said
then
this,
they were saying, yeah, and
saying
that's their
this,
documentation to it. Yeah,
but like
it's
when we live
idiocracy.
in, but I'm saying, but like we've seen it going from just an idiot writing a book to and it gets traction, and now it's like the president is
Mhm.
like up there saying these things that are not true, that we can clearly see aren't true. And it's like at what point does like do we take like do we like stop like foolishness or like idiots like because idiots have always had a voice and it's only getting bigger and now they're leading the country with the same just absolute disregard for facts a lot of times and it's like
Mhm.
how do we like if we live in this world how do we like what does the truth mean? Like, if it went from just the guy to now the president is just up there saying, like, where does the truth fit in into reality nowadays? Because it obviously don't really mean nothing.
Yeah, I think that the truth has minimal value in in reality. And that's the scary part about how we're sifting through right now. And the more that for me, the more I have conversations with people that I would have previously thought would be rational, and I'd be like, oh shit, rationality doesn't matter to you. Facts and evidence don't matter. It's just about how I feel about this thing, and I can manipulate anything around the idea of making this make sense. And to me, when
But
you start seeing like a consistency of enough 30-year-old men do shit like that, it'd be like, oh damn, world
like, what
kind of
kind of?
fucked.
But like, does that mean like? But if the truth don't matter, they got no value. Like, it got no parts in politics, the law. What kind of like is this? Are we in a simulation actually now? Like, because like, like, because like the truth doesn't. How does the truth not matter? Like that sentence. It's hard for me to even understand how the truth don't matter in the
It's
world that we
weird,
live
and
in.
I mean
Like
like
how does
again,
like what the truth don't like? What kind of world are we then continuing into where like I could just wake up and say it didn't snow today?
right, right. Well, yeah, I think that there was
Or
a
there ain't
what was
no
the
snow on the
movie?
ground.
What
Ain't
was the
no
movie?
fuck you talking about. Ain't
Don't
no
look
snow.
up. What was the movie? Don't look up. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that that's an example of one of those ones where people will ignore the obvious
But that movie
to
don't end
continue
good.
a. Oh, I get that,
Not a good ending to that
but
movie.
the issue is that yeah, I get that, but the issue is that that was a satire of what reality, how reality exists. And to me, what makes it scary is that I've seen it happen on both sides. So right now, the people in power are the right. So we're seeing it happen at mass scale for the right. It's not like I didn't see it also happen in different capacities with the left. Like we all seen Biden and he was in horrible condition. And anybody with a general mind could be like, it's time to get
He
him up
don't need
out
to
of it.
be up there.
Yeah, yeah, but you've seen all of the pieces of how he's just a just good feral young man with all his faculties, and Biden ain't spoke since that election. But saying all that
Motherfucker,
to say
he's still trying to say
the
the last sentence. He's still stuck. He's still stuck on that sentence.
yeah, but saying all that to say, I think the left, it was interesting because of they propagated the status quo and keeping things kind of as it was, which is bad, but there's a normalcy to it.
Are
The
you
new
saying?
right,
Wait a minute. When you say keeping it like it was, are you saying that they like
like they're
they
just
made it
pushing.
worse?
No, so what I'm saying is that the left pushed and has been like typically the left, in my opinion, is pushing for the status quo and normalcy. So
Okay,
however I can appeal to, what I mean? Like that's just how I look at it.
right.
Like they're not gonna go too far off the edge unless it's about like people sleep with type shit. And that's about it. It's like typically a certain level of normalcy, which could be bad as well, that they push for because they want to appeal to as many people, but they still got corporate donors. I think that the right has been interesting right now because of they've pushed so far into like the other side of attempting to get their thing done for the first time that I don't know, like I'm interested to see how the pendulum swings back on the other side. Because of right now, what we're witnessing, in my opinion, is like it's just interesting. It's crazy. Especially when you, like you said, we get into the idea of facts don't matter, just opinions from whoever your favorite is.
But like the thing about it is like, and
Okay.
like in that movie, like
Hmm.
even like outside of that movie, there's real like fuck like Americans like we've been too comfortable. We ain't got the
Okay.
shit to worry about, so we fight on each other. But there will come a time where there is a bigger threat to us than each other, and if we can't get along on basic facts and truth and what's really happening, then how do we then fight? Whether it's aliens or an asteroid, or like in that movie, whether it's AI, whether it's you know China, how do we then fight if like like how do we then come together as a country and we're the most powerful country, we built this thing on strength, how do we then have strength if we can't even agree on what the fucking truth is? We'll go to war, we
Well,
won't even agree that it's a war to, you know what I'm saying? And that's how empire falls.
we
That's
could
how that's how
we
like
could.
that's how we become
Mhm.
not the most powerful country in the world. That's how we go back
Well,
to second
I
class.
think that the tough part is that I guess we've seen throughout history that we're just falling victim to the playbook that happens to the most powerful country that has dominance for a long enough time.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
you end up having enough dominance and complacency that it leads to
Sodom
disillusion
and
and
Gomorrah, yeah.
yeah, disillusion and
The
infighting.
Dutch,
It
the
just is. It
British,
just is what it is,
us,
and
and
that ends up
it's too.
being like I said, like the question that I do want to beg later is, you know what I mean? Like, do we have these fail safes? Because in my opinion, like we're looking, like it's hard to ignore some of the things that you're like, damn, this seems eerily similar to some other shit that I have seen happen inside some of these history books. And the pattern seems crazy. Once I seen Trump was able to get that third term off, and people was like, "Hey, it wouldn't be too bad." I was like, "Damn, I thought this was America. I thought we just was like two terming it." But
They say, no, niggas was asking y'all about Rome a couple years ago and y'all was laughing.
Rome was falling. Yeah. Do you think about the fall of Rome? Yeah,
Shit, hey,
often.
look.
He say often.
Nigga, I am Rome. Is Rome.
Mm,
This
Israel.
is Rome. Like, but it's a crazy, yeah, it's just a crazy world we live in. Like,
What?
and I've been fighting it since the flat earthers, bro.
Mm.
Like nigga,
You've been
nigga,
fighting the good fight for a long time.
since I'm tired, man. I'm tired, man. You know, I'm tired. I remember like legit arguing with one of my homies, a nigga smart dude. I've seen him like write papers and do like really smart shit. Nigga was legit arguing me about flat Earth. I'm like,
Mm.
and when I first started asking, this might have been 10, 9, 10 years ago. I said, bro, what's 2 plus 2?
Yeah, yeah, but I
But
think
like
that
at some point, like at
here's
some point,
the
the truth gotta matter. Like because next thing you know, they gonna be telling us 2 plus 2 is 5.
No
shout
shit.
out to shout out to
I'm
Terrence
sorry.
Howard.
Coming
Shout out
in.
to Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard to let you know that 2 plus 2 is 5. Or did he say it's 3? It's one of them two numbers that he say. But yeah,
That's some
like
bullshit.
I think that the issue with people that are smart but don't necessarily have, I don't know, like
Common
so
sense.
I do see within a lot of
Dude,
smart people that they have this I like they chase the theories of more, and they will find reasons to make all these things attempt to make more sense. And
But by
yo,
going
they're the
deeper down the
most
rabbit
yesterday I
they're
hole,
the
remember.
most they're yeah, we get you these are the people that to me are most like they fall victim to conspiracies most because of like they're analytical, so they can go down rabbit holes of like these different little spirals of information and shit like that.
and the
Like if you're a
scary
flat
part
earther,
is they
you
not dumb.
yeah, but
No,
the thing is that there's holes in a lot of information that we get that allows for this. So right now we don't know why you can't do the Antarctica thing. You don't know why you can't do the whole Grand Canyon thing. Like it's these things that exist that allows for this hole to
What you?
happen where
I
they
know
can
why you
fill it
can't do
with
the
a bunch of.
Antarctica thing.
Go ahead.
It's like negative 65 degrees down there. Like
So
it's
why?
cold.
So
Like
why
it's.
do they stop? So like, why do they stop you and then the helicopter? Like it's a big thing every single time.
Oh, I
The,
don't know that, but I know it's cold.
yo,
Like
Yeah,
listen.
like that. That's the issue that
I
ends up
gotta.
coming. Same thing with like Grand Canyon. You go far enough, they come get you with the helicopters, and it's like, and because of these things, conspiracies exist because there's a certain level of untransparency that exists within the government. No matter what it is, or you know, what I mean, if it's something big or not. Welcome to the show. Sound like you was trying to get in there.
No, you said no. The thing is that the government hides so much stuff from us, yet we vote them in, and that makes us look even more stupid, being the people that put them in office for these things to happen. And they hide it from us for what? Why are you hiding it from your people when your people are the ones that you need to put it for? But I know what it is mass hysteria. They don't want mass hysteria to go on with these things if you was to tell the average person. And the thing with it is, like Johnny was saying about his friend is book smart, but he's street and he's illiterate to the world. But he knows things that the books tell him and believe the books, but do not believe what goes on out here in the world actually. Now, a person like that can go around and they can get all the greatest grades in the world, but they cannot develop good friendships with people. They cannot be a person that sits and has they have their emotional mental capacity is drawn to most to none.
Hey, well,
Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm actually fight back against that a little bit because the dude I'm talking about, like, motherfucker, little street, a kind of a street guy, like don't have no problems. But like he still believing it ain't like it be a lot of like people that you don't necessarily like would believe in that shit, and a lot of them they kind of like non-traditional.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I know a lot. I know a lot of
but
guys
see,
from like the street that believe in some like they believe in like flat Earth
yeah,
stuff and like
and see, like Johnny,
The flat
you're way
earth
harder
thing,
on those things than I am. Where I think that is just people that push back against conventional thinking, and I think a part of being a certain level of intelligence that you start recognizing there's a pattern of bullshit. And
right.
with some of these people, they like there's a like they go deeper down and further off the ledge. And that's why like I don't really look any kind of way about somebody that believes inside conspiracies. It's just if you double and triple down on things after like you've been shown like proof of otherwise, it's like I don't know if it's interesting for me to have a conversation. No, yeah,
but
go ahead and round off what you were saying.
me or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah. What I'm saying is that the whole thing is that you can have conspiracies, right? And you know,
Mhm.
sometimes I come out, I throw out because I was the first person, I believe I was the first person on the show to talk about the Grand Canyon and things of that nature. You know, we
I don't
might
know. What's your Grand Canyon take, and then I can tell you if you was the first person.
my Grand Canyon take is why would they not have us be able to go down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon or
Hmm.
fly over the Grand Canyon if there's nothing there that we should not see, unless it's just a death spot or something like that. It makes no sense for us not to be able to go across it or go
Hmm.
down into it because you can't go to the depths of it or fly above it. Now, it's
Hmm.
something there, but we don't know what is there, and
Hmm.
that just caused hysteria.
Hey,
Because
but
you
Right, right,
know,
right. I
as
agree with that.
Americans, we would know this. Go ahead.
Does your theory end with the Grand Canyon leading us to Africa?
Fuck, everything leads us to Africa.
No, no, no. Like, all right. So what I'm saying is that if you walk through the Grand Canyon, does it lead to Africa?
How the fuck can you walk through the Grand Canyon and lead that? Who the fuck idiot ass
All
said
right. So,
that?
all right. So I guess you wasn't the first one that
there's
there was
levels.
somebody that
No,
that
I'm
did
Levels
throw
saying
to
that
that
theory
Grand
out there.
it's
Canyon
not
shit.
leading us to Africa, but what it does is shows you that
How do you know?
What
Okay.
is it called? Pan,
How
whatever
do you
that
know
shit
it
is.
don't?
No, you know what I'm talking about. When all the planets was together, All that shit
Oh,
was there.
you talking about all the countries again together?
Yeah.
Pangea.
Yeah,
Pangea.
Pangea. Yes, that shows you that. What it is that the problem is that people forget that. I believe in that. I believe that was a fact. But on the fact that it's right here, if you had black people here, okay, it was black people here. So what? Why is it such a big problem with people with black people being here beforehand? Or not? You know what I'm saying? Whether the Moors brought them here or they came here through that. And if the Asians came down and there was more of them that came down through the ice and walked across Alaska and all that shit, and they did, you just have to look at everything. It's not all conspiracy. It's just theories. That's all it is theories.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question for you. Do you think because like there's obviously like as a government, like us as civilians, we probably shouldn't know everything the government knows. Like, do you think the government should? Do you think there is some stuff that like has legitimate reason to be hidden from the government?
Yeah,
like
from the people.
Do you think from the people? Like, because like I mean, some of this stuff like is probably hidden for a good reason, not necessarily like because it's aliens there, or you know what I'm saying? Like the government has to hide certain stuff from us for our safety.
And the reason why is mass hysteria. You have a lot more stupid people than you do intelligent people out here in America.
Or it could just be national security. It could just be security. Like if people knew where the nukes were.
It has nothing to do with that. Like, it's the problem of you can say something and a stupid person won't put it to where it's at 10 when the common sense person put it at 3. You understand what I'm saying? The level of that.
There's national security things that should probably not everybody probably shouldn't know. That I think, like, you go to Area 51, the Grand Canyon, like a lot of that's military stuff, and like the military probably hiding stuff from us because like they're trying to protect us, and like not, you know what I'm saying? Like if they got nukes, like we don't need to know where all the fucking nukes are. Like if everybody knew where the nukes were, good. Like that's kind of dangerous.
No one needs to know certain things, but when it comes to things like fucking aliens and shit like that. Why hide it from us? Because eventually, like AI,
there ain't no aliens in there.
It might be, might not be. Who knows? Don't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that I'll throw it out there that I don't know, and I'm not gonna say I don't believe, but I'm not gonna say I do believe. But at the same point on it, the government does so much funny and funky shit towards us and with us that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what happens because it's them. It's them, and to be honest with you, it's them and the people that with the money that control everything, that does everything. That's what I feel that happens. But
I don't think we're smart enough to catch aliens, though. I'm just putting that out there. I don't think
we're not smart enough to catch them, but hell, if a ship fell down by accident and we
motherfuckers fly 44 light years and crash here.
All right, fellas. I don't want us to get in like y'all. We really starting the wormhole now. We starting the wormhole.
But I'm just saying, if things do happen, we will not know because hell, you know why we won't know? Because the big brains that's 10 to 20 times more thinking than we are, they don't know what the hell going on. So if they can't figure it out. What the hell are they gonna put it out to the average person to know anything? So they should keep this shit away from us. Yes, mass hysteria. Because you know, we as Americans, one thing with us, we're gonna fight and get right with some shit that don't make no sense for us. But if we feel like it's a cause for us to go out there and protest or do this, that, whatever, we're gonna make it happen. And that's the reason why. You got you from everybody. All right. I apologize for taking so much time.
Yeah. All right. So, Steve, welcome to the show. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good?
What up, Steve?
That was a rabbit hole. I don't know if that's what you want.
Hey, while we at it, the clouds, them not real, and Dr. Sebi, that Dr. Sebi cured cancer. Hey man,
saying Dave Chappelle's
Hey
friend got
man.
died 3 months
Hey
after he said
man. Hey
it
man.
was what it
Oh
was.
shit! I forget that Dave Chappelle had that part in this his skit. Not his
Hey
skit,
You know
man.
his
what I'm
special.
saying? I knew
That's
that.
funny.
That was one of my favorite comedians. That dude that he was talking about. That dude was
Mm,
funny as hell. I mean, when you say hilarious, if you ever go back on Showtime on Apollo, look that dude up. If you don't laugh, then you ain't got a funny bone in your body. I swear for God, because he was on DC Cabs and all that. I remember him. I didn't know what happened to him with them big ass fingers, but you know, big ass fingers always is a suspect of you doing heroin. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Anyway, I think a part of the problem is the ability for us to have like all the information like at our fingertips, like
mm,
now in the current time. It just created an environment where like humans were never intended to be able to like know all of this stuff at the same time. And it do kind of lead to like mass psychosis in a type of way, and it's that's just the in the beginning of the internet times, yeah, it had a way of connecting people who would have never connected before. But now we it's extreme. You go on X, you go on Twitter, man. You in some rabbit holes quick. I mean,
Ain't got no
like stuff I didn't
conspiracies on
even know like
X.
existed.
mhm.
Like it's even parts of the internet like 4chan or 8chan. If you ain't never been on there, like you'll
Oh
be like,
no.
whoa, hold on, bro. They deep in the wormhole. And it's just like I think that's a part of it. And then also like y'all say, like there is a motive for the powers that be to have the masses so confused. Like, because really all the crux of our problems, regardless of how anybody feel, is because there's a certain class of people who all they know how to do is extract from the masses. And if the masses is ever not distracted from whether it's culture war bullshit or whatever, and they could actually come to like some coherent thinking, they would
Mhm,
recognize that there's a group of people who all they do is extract. And that's it.
mhm.
And that's what's making your life worse. But you want to talk about, all this other stuff. So I do think it's an intention behind the way to and it's not even just media. It's like people like to say, oh, the mainstream media, YouTube not no better. TikTok not no better.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh no,
actually
I
easy.
think that those probably exacerbate the issue
It's
because it's
worse.
algorithm based. Yeah.
It's worse. So like even when people say like that type of stuff, it's like you really getting funneled into your rabbit hole if you solely say when you hear people say, well, I get all my media from the internet, I get it all from YouTube, I get it all from X. Well, now you really in a rabbit
Let me
hole.
let me ask you this. What do you think about if you get all of your content and media from new black media?
I mean, I mean, this is the problem because the YouTube algorithm, and this worked for the person who producing the video and the people who watching it. They get
Trolling.
responses. New black media get responses from the audience on what's doing good, and they double down on bullshit. It
Mm,
could be not true. It could be the most salacious bullcrap ever. But if they see that
mm,
they audience numbers go, they call it audience capture. People
mhm,
just double down on bullshit. They're not
Right.
actually
mhm.
trying to, because the moment you try to critically engage with your audience and challenge them on some things that they believe, you lose numbers. So you
Hey,
stop doing that.
but Steve, couldn't
It's a
you argue
fact.
that about mainstream media too? Because they got like to sell and they got to do the same thing, and
But
I
but
think that's why you get a lot of a lack of transparency, and why you get like the vacuums and the silos within
uh, but
mainstream media too,
again,
because they got to
I'm
sell
not
records
saying
too.
I'm not saying it don't happen on the mainstream level, but this
Mhm.
idea that YouTube and TikTok media is somehow better when actually it's worse. It's a doubling down of what the mainstream media does.
Right,
Because
right.
where you say the mainstream media might only cater to one narrative or whatever the case may be, well then that's even further tailored to either even smaller subsect of an audience on the internet. And then
Yeah.
if you get
It
an
breaks up
instant,
further from there.
yeah, and then you get an instant response. whether it's through views, unsubscriptions, whatever. Whenever you say something that your audience don't agree with, and you challenge them to it.
No, this is like a really really big fact. Hey, LTO, we about to get to you, but to be honest, even with this channel unpacking a lot of these different things, is like we had to make a conscious decision on, like, for example, if we take unpack for example, like if I wanted this, like the channel to blow and go crazy and run crazy numbers, I understood what was working. Like if we did like for example a
FBA.
bunch of FBA versus tethers. And if this channel drug on the idea of like tether is bad, Pan African bad, FBA is the holy grail of everything, and didn't challenge ideas across the board, it will be easy to capture the audience, and it will be easy to grow the channel and monetize and do this entire thing. But the issue is that, like, if you are a group, you come to the idea of like, what am I in this for? And is it in it for running up numbers, or am I here for like genuine conversation? Am I willing to push back against my audience in things that maybe they are tribal against? And maybe this does mean that my viewers drop, or maybe this means that, that these videos aren't going to do anything. And I think that ends up being a really intentional decision that everybody that gets on the internet and looks to create content has to make a decision on, where it's easy to find, like, well, it's not always easy, but you can find out what your grifts can be. Some people decide to dive into it and, become captured by the audience. So I think, like Steve said, it's called audience capture. And then sometimes you, like, if like with me, I just personally can't do it. Like, I have to, some people call me a contrarian. I got to disagree with everybody. And it just is what it is.
I mean, you can see where people, like, you can see grift chasers. Pause. But like you can see where, like, there's certain people that like will be on one side when it's popping and then switch to the other
Yeah.
side when it suits them, and like you
Opinion.
get the bag like that. But like, but you do it does, like, you get the bag, but you also go, like, like, be able to be like called out, because there's gonna be people that like can draw the line between, like, oh,
Yeah.
you was here on this, you was here on that. Yeah, and some people
The
don't care.
grift, yeah.
Yeah, some
Yeah, I
people, but you
mean,
can
yeah, some
follow it
people
over
don't.
time, because like even within our culture, it's gone from like wokeness to it's followed a path, even amongst like our culture and amongst like being the wokeness. It's followed a clear line, and you can see the people who followed it too. And like I think that, but that intentional thing is something though, like that.
Who do you mean by that, Johnny?
It don't matter, but it don't matter. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
Give
it's
me
something that
three
you.
leaders that you might think fit that
Hey,
bill.
hey, leave a comment who I'm talking about. I'll let them guess.
Oh,
But
okay.
what I'm saying, I think it's something that has to be done like intense, like when you first start, midway through.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
something that has to constantly
Like, you end up being
be
presented
updated.
with that
Yeah,
idea,
yeah.
and like you do have to make that decision. And like I said, I don't know. Like, I for better or worse, I think that, what I mean, some people make the decision to go with they know can grow their channel and grow their audience. And maybe it's against like some of their principles, but they'll never speak against it. And then there's sometimes, like, you can be stubborn. I know I'm a stubborn nigga, a stubborn black guy. We still going corporate, y'all. The
Stubborn
intersection,
N-word.
grain opening this Saturday. But before we
Saturday.
continue down this new rabbit hole, LTO called in. Um, I she could attack this from a bunch of different angles. So we started off at Don Lemon, and we went to the Grand Canyon,
Lemon
and
lime.
now we're at audience capture. LTO, talk to us. What's going on? What
What
you want
up,
to talk about?
LTO?
I
She
think
might have
LTO took a
left
break
the
from us.
building.
Yeah.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay,
Oh,
okay,
she here.
okay.
She here. She here.
All right.
You're not gonna be a gentleman and unmute me. I gotta do it myself.
Oh, Johnny, you
I'm
muted
just
her?
kidding. I'm
I
joking. I'm
didn't mute
kidding.
nobody.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
okay,
No,
okay,
Yeah,
no.
that's
okay, okay.
blame Q.
No, I'm just kidding. But No, I think it's interesting what you guys were talking about, but I just want to
Okay.
ask this first. Did y'all agree with what Don Lemon did? Like going
So
in the church
help
and
me
doing that?
understand. Give me your take on what he did, and then I can kind of give like a better splice of it.
I mean, I'm not really 100% sure. I did read an article about it, but I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't support Don Lemon. I'm all for Don Lemon. I actually like him. But I don't necessarily think it was a good idea to go up into that church like that. You know what I'm saying?
LTO.
Again, and that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
have an
give.
opinion. I got an opinion on that. I think like
I do as well. I'm sorry.
I think LTO. I think the issues with the people who were running the protests who went in the church. I think as a journalist, like journalists go into war zones. Journalists go. Like journalists are allowed that kind of immunity when you go into places. That's why they put the press jacket on. So like, he
And
let
then
the
they have
pastor
to
speak.
ask the.
He talked to both sides. So it's like I don't see nothing wrong. Now if he went in there and he was breaking, and you know, there's a capacity where he could have went in there like with bad intentions. I don't
Yeah,
think going in
no,
there as a
Can,
journalist
can,
is doing
can
anything
I jump
wrong,
in for a
especially
I
if
second,
you.
don't
please?
I don't
Can I
think
jump
that
in
he
for a second,
should
please?
be in jail. I don't
No,
necessarily, like I said, I don't really know the whole situation or anything like that. I just know that like at these times, you know what I mean? It's kind of odd, but I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be like overly critical of Don Lemon. You know, it just, like I said, I read an article about it. I didn't really look too much into it. It just seemed like from, and especially from the clip that y'all just played, like there was a lot of tension there.
Well, I think they
LTR.
should have locked up some of those
Can anybody
protesters.
hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, they should have, but they're trying to make a statement with Don Lemon,
You.
of course.
Can
I'm
anybody
not
hear
saying
me?
it's right.
Yeah,
Like I said,
we can hear
I
you.
don't agree with it.
Let's let LTO finish it off, and then we're gonna go to you next. I know you got
Yeah, no, I'm
commentary on
not.
what you're saying.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be critical of Don Lemon. I like Don Lemon, and I understand what he was trying to do. It just, like I said, I didn't really know the whole situation. Yeah, I guess I'll have to look into it more. But anyways,
Okay.
so I think a big part of the problem right now is that like people are so, like they have these opinions, right? And then they hear all these other opinions, like don't trust the media, vaccines are bad, like the government, you can't trust the government. So it's like,
Hmm.
who do you trust? You know what I mean? Like, do y'all have like a
Right.
specific news source that you can trust? Because
Hmm.
everyone says that Fox News is this and, you know, MSNBC is that and blah, 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 whatever.
Hmm.
I
I just
just,
try to
No,
look at both sides.
I agree. I think that ends up being, and that's where Johnny was speaking to earlier about
yeah, it's hard.
the idea of truth and how truth doesn't matter anymore, but it's because of we get all of our information from sources that people I guess demonize. So because of
Compromised.
everything is tribal, and I don't even know if it be compromised. It do be having like different slants to its opinion, but the thing is that we're so tribal that naturally, even if it's good information, we demonize the other side. And most people, I say like 65 to 70% of people can't take true information from the opposing side. And that in
Well,
itself makes it to where it becomes hard to understand and trust any version of news. And then, like you said, I think we end up inside this space where nobody knows what a credible source is. And even if we go down to like, you know, like true, what's the word? Like vetted sources and shit like that. People still are against those things then. Like I've seen people be against every version of documentation and proving a thing because it just doesn't align with them. Because we've gotten
well,
into the habit of demonizing any version of source in fact that we get. LTF.
I think that because like I'm working on
Seek
a
it out.
project right now with one of my instructors, and I think like a big part of it is that like people are just I don't know. Nobody wants to meet somebody where they're at. You know what I mean? I feel like there's not a lot of good faith when there's like somebody who's like, hey, I understand that you believe this, and I'm sure that you have, whatever your reasons for believing this. But if you look at it this way, or if you look at this, I have this information, blah, 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 blah. It seems like nobody wants to have that kind of like empathy for anyone else. It's just like, oh, no, you're wrong. I'm right. You're stupid. Blah, 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 blah. So I feel like that. I mean, who wants to be told they're wrong? I mean, nobody likes that. You know what I mean? So it's just like a bunch of people like doubling and tripling down on things just because they don't want to be wrong. You know what I mean? So
Gotcha. So I guess I do want to answer your initial question, and I guess we can compare notes to what we understand of that. So I'm not going to pretend like I did a lot of research on the Don Lemon thing, but from my understanding of what happened, I understand it as he was a journalist that was reporting on the Minnesota protest that was happening, and he went to the Minnesota protest that was happening at a church, and he was being a journalist and reporting on all facets of it. So he's interviewing the pastor, asking tough questions. He's interviewing the people that are doing the protest, asking, what I mean, different tough questions, and like he's playing the space of a actual journalist inside this arena. I think that even to my understanding again, when he got arrested, he got let out. It wasn't on bond. It was on the fact that the church didn't agree with him being arrested. And yeah, I guess that'd be the kind of like my take on it. What is kind of what you have gathered from it, and maybe that'll help me understand.
okay. Well, I mean, what I was talking about earlier doesn't really too much relate to the Don Lemon thing, but as far as the Don Lemon thing goes, I agree that he should not be in jail.
Okay.
I agree with reporting on important things, like things that are going on in Minneapolis and the protests and stuff like that, because times are a little hectic right now and maybe there's more tension.
Hmm.
I don't necessarily think that I would want to go up in a church regardless of whether it just seems to me, and for me, if I was like in that situation, it just feels confrontational. You know what I mean? Like, but like I said, I don't know the whole story or whatever,
But
so I
that but
don't
that
want to.
like the part of my bad. Well, yeah, I think that that's kind of like what a journalist has to do, though, right? Is go inside like these explosive confrontational spaces and
Yeah,
ask really, really tough questions.
I agree. No, no, no. I'm not debate. I'm
Mhm,
not trying to argue that. I don't know. It
mhm.
just, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I have to look more into it. I didn't really. I just wanted to know what y'all's opinion on it was, because I couldn't really
Yeah, like I said,
get
from
a vibe
what
off of
I got,
what.
yeah, from what I had got, like I said, I just looked at it as a journalist doing their job, and the thing is that if you're a good journalist, you piss everybody off. And so, like to me, the questions he asked the pastor didn't mean anything because he asked protesters similar questions, and with the church coming out afterward and saying, "Hey, we didn't want him arrested or anything like that," and that being the reason why he got let out. To me, it sounds like he was doing the job in which he was supposed to do, which would be that of just being a actual journalist and not like a biased media source and just asking real questions.
No, and I told maybe this will make more sense. I don't think it was right of the people that were protesting maybe to go up in
Right,
the
right, right.
church. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Hmm.
like I said, I don't feel like Don Lemon should be like in trouble. You know what I mean? I don't think that he like I just don't think that it was a good idea to do it in the first place. I mean, it's like I
Hmm.
said, that's
Yeah,
fine.
like, it sounds like your issues with the protesters and
Yeah,
like with
yeah,
the
it just
yeah, yeah. I
feels
can
like,
understand that.
you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, of all the things that I
I
mean, could
agree
you
with
just stand
that.
outside of the church and do that and wait till they got out? You know what I mean? I mean, that was but
Hold on.
like I said.
I think there is a law
Can
that
I,
protects. I think there is a law
can
that
I ask my
protects
question?
churches.
Yeah, that's
May I ask my question?
Yeah.
LGO, you feel about Don Lemon, what he did, but a week or two ago, a white man went into a black church and sat there and did whatever, and they had security, and security was scared to touch this man down there because he was a white man. Now this is
Really quickly,
you know
could you
what I'm saying?
explain? Hey, could you explain? Because I'm not familiar with this, like what you're talking about right now. Could you explain what you're talking about?
White man went up into a mega church, one of the black mega churches. You know how we feel about, well, most of us that, you know what I'm saying, speak to each other, feel about the mega churches or whatever. But he went up in there and you're going to hell, you're so and so, you this, that, whatever, and whatever. And nobody did anything. He was just, I guess he was a regular old pastor who felt like the black mega church was wrong or whatever. Nobody did anything. It wasn't a big presence or nothing like this or whatever. All it is that it's colorism and it's racism all put together. Within 2 weeks, Don Lemon does this, and now he goes to jail. Yet, you know what I'm saying? No one wants to talk about this happening. You can go look it up. It's on video and everything. I wanted to send you guys.
no.
But
I
I do think that there's a distinction to be made, because I think that Don Lemon wasn't protesting, and that's the part that makes it like
That's
even
what
more
I'm
crazy.
saying.
Because
That's what I'm
because of
saying.
the so what
He
you're
was
saying
getting
is that
doing his
both
job.
the pastor should have been arrested, and inside the scenario in the black church, and the
No,
protesters inside the church in Minneapolis should have been arrested, and that would have been equality. The thing is
the
that like
problem
Don Lemon
is,
is
go
okay.
ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying
The
like
thing is,
Don Lemon is like he's outside of even that comparison, because he didn't have anything to do with the actual
and
protest. He wasn't a
and that's
protester.
what I'm saying to you, is that the
Okay.
whole thing is that he wasn't protesting. Why would
Right,
you,
right.
if he's a reporter, and you know what reporters do, they do this and that, whatever. All it is that the only reason why he got arrested is because he's half black. That's why. It's his color. It's his color. That's all it has to do with. It had nothing to do with the white man can go inside of the church and yell and holler and you going to hell
Because
and
he's a
this and that,
protester.
whatever.
He's a
No
church.
one said anything. He was protesting. He was doing his
So
own silent protest with him doing that.
so I think that the biggest difference, in my opinion, I think that inside pretty much every other version of this scenario, I would agree, but I actually think that it's specifically because of he's an opponent of and a proponent. Yeah, he's an opponent of Trump, and he speaks
But
out against Trump. And
yeah.
no, and so like to me, my
Hey,
thing is that like
he
I
wasn't the
think
only one
that
that was arrested.
yeah, I think that the black part in this one is just like it's more slippery, because to an extent, Nicki Minaj is the one that like put the dog whistle towards him. Like
But
it's
the thing is
it's the
that
fact that he's against the administration more than, and Trump
Minaj
tries to
is
jail.
Heather.
That's
No, I get it, but what I'm saying is that
Heather.
like these are different principles that to me don't deal with race as much as Trump tries to jail
Heathers
everybody.
are against Black
Yeah,
Americans.
but to me, I don't care about the words, Heather.
Are against
Like
Black Americans.
again, I
They
don't
are.
like that. That doesn't do anything to the point that I'm making. What I'm saying is that
Okay.
Trump is against anybody that's against his narrative, and he tries to jail
Exactly.
them. Right,
He's
right.
an
That's
idiot.
but that has nothing to do with race specifically, is what I'm saying. Like Trump's issue
What you're saying
isn't
right now.
isn't as
Right
much
now.
as race as much as it is if you
Right
go
now,
against him.
Right now, we see that from shootings and all this stuff. Because anytime you can shoot a white woman and get away with it on national TV and everybody see it and nobody does anything, times have changed dramatically. What it is Trump has, because he has declared himself as our king. And that's what it is. He's going for his third term, and everything is going on, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Nobody can do anything about it. It's always, once you have the power, once you have so much your monetary controls everything. Your money controls everything, and that's what it is with him. Once you have so much money, you can speak to the right people. The right people can do whatever you want to do. It's not even a color thing. With that, it was
Right.
because it with Don Lemon, it was in my eyes. But the whole thing, when it comes down to Trump don't care about your color. He care about your money and how you can make money with you. Trump don't care
Right.
about
But the reason
nobody's
Don Lemon
color.
got arrested was because of Trump, though. He got arrested like days after the protest.
Yeah,
Yes, I
he
know he did. I know he
Yeah, that's what I'm
did.
saying. Like that's why I don't think it was colored. Like it's just because Trump don't fuck with him, so he
It's
won't stick
just
the
that's
dogs
who
on him.
his enemy has been since 2016,
And
and
Donald
that's
Trump
red.
and Don been roasting him too
And
on CNN.
that's red meat to the base. And people,
Hmm.
the reality is a lot of people didn't do their due diligence on this Minnesota thing, and these folks then basically lied to their base even about the Somali scam and stuff. They was already throwing them people in prison. The ringleader had already been thrown in prison under Biden.
All right. So really quickly, explain through what you're saying when they didn't fully explain out the
So,
everything that's
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
in Minnesota.
Put
so
that
when
out
they
there.
said that the scamming was this new discovery and that nobody was doing anything about it, that was a
Hmm.
lie. The
Hmm.
ringleader had already been thrown into prison. 18 more people was already been thrown into jail and cases was
Hmm.
going on actively for them people stealing that money. So
Uh,
you basically set up the whole Minnesota debacle now off of premise that's not even true. And then the ringleader is a white lady.
I did hear that part.
The
That is the part
ringleader
that
is a
I did
white
hear.
lady.
I'm saying, but like,
I'm
and here's my thing with America.
But
Here's
you but
here's
but
I'll let you
but
finish.
it's harder to get the your base hyped up about a white woman stealing 10 million, 20 million dollars. That's because that's what white folks do. They steal $20 million. That's a regular day occurrence in
Small
America for
chunk
them.
change.
You
yeah.
know, but if I tell you that the Somalis is stealing it, I can get these people hyped up. And now you got people who say they believe in gun laws, who say, nah, fuck the Second Amendment now. People who say they believe in the First Amendment say fuck the First Amendment now. And it's just another way in which these like racial animus culture war stuff is used to eventually erode the rights of everybody. It's not,
well,
people just think this stuff stopped at whatever group they going after. They literally building a surveillance state with Palantir with the direction of Trump. We talking about the person who's supposed to be the anti-deep state president, and he literally not only is he for the deep state, he giving the deep state more power than they ever had, and people is clapping and cheering it on.
But who are the people that's clapping and cheering it on?
Palantir
His
sounds
That's the
base,
crazy.
his
his
can I
base.
base.
can I
And
say
his
something?
base is filled to
And let
me,
LTO
his
get in
base
there.
filled with people. I'm sorry, go ahead, LTL. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's all good.
I'm
I just want to say that also like another huge thing that people like, especially white people, like they try to play the religious card, you know what I mean? Because it's like, how can you argue with somebody that's oh, I love Jesus, so I I'm Catholic, I'm blah 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 blah, but they are like super racist, like racist as fuck. So that's, and with the fraud thing too, churches don't pay taxes and stuff like that. Like there's this whole big thing with Turning Point USA and blah 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 blah. So I don't know if it was necessarily like fully racial for the Don Lemon thing. I think he just is a big name, and what, like you said, it was he's Trump's enemy or whatever. But it's
That's just a
just,
dude he been beefing with since day one.
yeah. I mean, but I just wonder, because obviously there's like impeachment and things that people can do to like override the president, right? Like we have checks and balances and stuff like that.
it,
Apparently,
I
but it
mean, you
doesn't
do,
No, no,
but
no.
I mean, they didn't
doesn't
impeach.
work.
They,
It
allegedly.
doesn't. It doesn't. I'm
Allegedly.
I
sorry.
mean, it
It
don't
doesn't.
matter what the dude do. You can literally play
No,
tapes of the guy
I
saying the thing that other people are telling you that he said, and nobody believes it. And I
I
can give you
Yeah.
a
know.
couple. I can give you a couple examples.
Oh,
It,
I'm
it's
aware, and it's like
brainwashing. It's
people.
brainwashing because you
It's
have people.
insane.
The problem with it is that you have these people that sit out here and they go and listen to someone, right? It's like you. The thing with the whole religion thing. books were so much expensive that people couldn't buy them. So if you're reading from this, and even if you can't read, but you're making up stuff and you send it to them and you have a book in front of you, they're gonna think you're smart. So that's what it is with him. They
Two
have it
things just
out there.
happened.
My bad. Keep going.
Well,
All right. Now what I'm go ahead, LTL.
no, I just think that there's so many people that just don't want to get on Trump's bad side, you know what I mean? And it's just like ruining, I don't know. I don't want to say that like America's hopeless or anything like that,
It's
but
pussy boy politics. That's what it is. It's pussy boy politics for real.
I agree.
I'm just being honest with you. What it is that nobody has any heart to go against something because they want something from somebody. And without you doing something, sometimes you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to let go of something that you feel like is dear to you for something else to happen that's better for everyone. You feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
No, it definitely does. And like, so, okay, I don't know if y'all have ever heard about this, but in Finland, they have this like media literacy that's incorporated with like their K through 12 curriculum. And it like teaches you how to like how to, identify good sources and a bunch of other stuff. So like,
they supposed to teach that here, but
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the solution? Like, America can't just be like, are we just like cooked? You know
I mean, we might be cooked. I mean, even think about it. The type of education.
I mean, I don't think that there's some like magic remedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like I'm a realist. But like I said, I am kind of like working with one of my instructors on a project. I don't really know what it's going to be yet, but it's basically like how to meet people where they're at so they don't feel like they're being attacked, but maybe can help people understand like how to identify some bullshit. And I don't think that, we can save the whole world or anything like that, but I mean, shit, a few more logical people out there would be cool.
Let me ask you this. Inside y'all paper, and then listen, we this is just part one of this question. We ain't even gotten to the Epstein shit. But we in the crazy rabbit holes already.
They need to lock them all up.
But LTO, LTO, within that, tell me if this is what I attempt to do. And you can tell me if it's good or bad. And maybe it's something that y'all can lend inside the paper that you're writing. What I do attempt to do before I just like cast them away and then start trolling them is I attempt to get them to understand that I can articulate in good faith their position and explain how and why they think that thing. And then like I understand and empathize with that. And then I will attempt to give them other solutions of like based off of how I see a thing. But it first starts with getting them to understand that I understand what they're saying.
Got to build rapport.
Well, yeah, because like I said, nobody wants to feel dumb or nobody wants to feel like, they're wrong. I mean, nobody likes to be told that they're wrong. You know what I mean? What I'm working on is probably going to be just like for my school to start out with, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I feel like everybody, like I watched some debates and stuff on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of them lately, and it just feels like everybody just wants to dunk on somebody else. They just don't give a fuck.
LTO, really quickly, give me your top 3 debaters right now.
You won't. Well,
come on, I'm gonna probably know them. Come on, talk to me.
No, you're not gonna like it.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You gotta say it.
No, yeah.
You gotta give us.
Come on.
If you can debate, you can debate. It don't necessarily mean you gotta agree.
So
it don't mean you necessarily gotta agree with everything they say.
So you gonna go Andrew Wilson?
Both sides, right and left, old and young. I've been watching Destiny.
Go ahead and throw Andrew Wilson next. Andrew Wilson.
No, I hate Andrew Wilson. I think he's a piece of shit. I'm not Republican.
You like Destiny?
Destiny's fine.
I do. I think he's hilarious. I do realize that there's like
you gotta have as long as you have a counterbalance for Destiny. Destiny's a smart human being.
Oh yeah, he's so
like
funny.
he just goes off the walls at certain points. But
I don't agree with.
There's a lot of things that you can take away from if you're being unbiased. What he's Like the way he does his research streams and shit like that. But you got two more to name.
Oh, two more to name. What's the dude's name? Constantine.
Oh, Constantine. Okay.
And just like debate panels with people that aren't even like important or anything, but like Dean Withers and Parker and like Adam.
Okay, yeah.
Nah, LTO really
You,
be on the debate YouTube for real.
yeah. No,
No, that's what I'm
if you said Parker, yeah, like
Yeah, you naming
Parker's
some.
like the he's like a younger white dude, right?
Well, listen,
You know,
listen.
I like
Just
him.
because
I rocks with it. I'm not mad at it because I'll be in the same type of time when I got time.
I'm into philosophy, okay? So like
Yeah.
like inductive, deductive arguments, stuff like that. Like that's why I started watching this, and it kind of got like hooked because I see that a lot of people just don't even know what their argument is. You know what I mean?
Listen, I know what you mean. You
It's
just
crazy.
like if you ask people basic like argumentative questions, they typically would just fall apart. I understand it. What's my bad. Steve, it sounded like you had a beef with Destiny. Go ahead and tell us.
No. I'm just saying, like, Destiny, he get the steamrolling a lot of people. That's why a lot of people don't like debating him because he is good in that format. Where if it just come to like rattling off facts about whatever he agree on, it's just hard to like respond to that in real like you know it's a. I mean he popular on YouTube for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah. What I like about Destiny is typically before like whatever the debate is that he's about to go into, he does these massive like 10 to 12 hour research streams in which he's going through and he's annotating everything of where he's getting his thing at. I think he has like some level of autism. So like he like really remembers it and it's his own little thing. But no, I mean it's not even I think it's like Asperger's or something like that. But it's not even being funny. I think that there's certain little ticks that when you even like talk like listen to him and some of his opinions, especially around like versions of human interaction and consent, you can see a little bit of the autism in it. And say it again.
Don't say autism. Say on the spectrum. Don't.
They call it neurodivergent. They call it neurodivergent. Come on.
But I think everybody's neurodivergent.
We going corporate. We going corporate. Q.
Yeah,
but to me, I'm speaking about Asperger's. Asperger's is a form of autism. Like that's a form of autism.
You can't get too deep into the wording. You have to put it to the wording.
I'm just trolling. Unc serious. Unc woke for real.
Oh,
but I understand.
I mean, I grew up in the 2000s, so I say things like gay and retarded.
No, but I'm sorry, but I had one. I had one to reply to LTO. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Q.
It's okay.
Finish something she's saying. I want to reply to LTO or something she said earlier.
Okay, got you. I guess like I was just running off the response to Steve on just what I do rock with Destiny is just the fact that like whether you agree or disagree with it, you can just go back and rewind a stream and see where he got through like an annotated form, his information, his facts, and what it is. I do like him to debate the heavyweights because typically if he's not debating the heavyweight, to what Steve said, he'll kind of steamroll him because he kind of has his points very, very lined up. And this is where to LTO's point, I think that probably a guy that I do hate, and I agree with you, is Andrew Wilson, where he's more like debate nerdish. So like he takes debates outside the framing of reality, and he tries to have argumentation based off of like pure theoretical and fallacy. Where I do think that Destiny has that background, but he can have a conversation in the real world, and a debate in the real world.
I like Destiny because it's always like, okay, let me clarify this. Let's define this before we start arguing about it. So it's clear. You know what I mean? It's not just like going, because I feel like these people that say that they debate, you know what I mean? Like it's not really a real debate. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really understand debate. Like Andrew Wilson he's such a, I hate him. He just drives me
because they
crazy.
never act like it, they never get into a point of arguing the actual debate. It's the semantic part before of it where everything is about clarifying terms.
And I'm sorry, but he's a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Like if he didn't have YouTube, like he would not be like no girl would want to fuck him. You know what I mean? Like he's lucky he has his wife, you know what I'm saying? Because no girl would want to fuck that dude ever. He is like,
well, true, but I think the thing that went viral was the fact that his wife got 3 kids from 3 baby that three baby,
and
like
he treated that girl
she's the
horribly.
That's
Yeah. He the dude who couldn't open up the jar of pickles.
Yes.
Yeah, the jar of pickles. Yeah.
He just got his hand in the pickle jar.
Yeah, now
He
we're
said,
on personal.
he said the top was greasy.
I'm being an
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. All right, it sounded like you had a question for LTO before we drop into the Epstein list.
What I was saying, what I was asking LTO is, look, you said something about people not wanting to be wrong, right? And that's the whole problem with the world is people not wanting to be wrong. Now, the thing is we as human beings, we should want to be proven wrong or right. Now, when I'm proven wrong, I accept that. If I'm wrong on something, if I said something wrong, if I did something wrong, or whatever happened, that makes me a better human being. So you sitting around and saying no one wants to say that they're wrong and no one wants to be wrong or this, that, whatever, that's not true. Because there's so many of us that we want more. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I'm saying is that we want more and prove me wrong. So then I can go the right way. Because if you want to be right all the time, how will you know whether you're wrong or right?
Well, that
and I'm a person that if I'm wrong, I'll say I apologize. I was proven wrong on this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I think that I was maybe just overgeneralizing for the people that I see like on YouTube and occupy these spaces where they try to talk about things that maybe they're not 100% educated or firm on, and somebody challenges them and they don't want to look stupid like on YouTube. I feel like in general, people don't mind to be, to be challenged, you know what I mean, to an extent. I don't think that
a little
everybody's
bit.
like, oh, I need to be right, you know what I mean? Of course,
I love it myself,
right?
Because,
But really quickly, if I could hop in, I think that in general, you're more of an outlier. I think the majority of people prefer to be right and have their viewpoint be validated. Like what makes you? But so I think to me, I thought that she was speaking like more in general, not like everybody. But what makes you stand out is the fact that you will say you will actually say, "I stand corrected."
Exactly.
Most people, right. But that's you. What I'm saying is that I think that you are an outlier. Most people are not willing to do and say that.
Don't act like he not in the Discord, man.
Right. Like you see people go like 300 statements in,
wrong.
And if they,
I stand corrected in the Discord. Not one time.
Those people stand uncorrected.
To be honest, I think that you probably have, but the statement. The statement that he's saying is that like you see the majority of the Discord, no matter which side that they land on, none of these niggas want to be wrong.
None of them.
And you know what happened if they wrong, they go straight to insults.
It's straight to them.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Well, they'll go quiet and come back a day later.
Ever said I stand corrected on is people that I'm right now speaking to.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
But, all right. But we agree with the fact that you are willing to go back on like a stance in ideology. All we're saying is that makes you special in comparison to most people.
You see,
most people aren't. Most people don't do that.
Or they
Q,
will,
this how
but
we,
it's not
this how I was
immediate.
raised. This how you was raised. You the same
Right.
thing.
That don't. I agree, but
Not
I also
everybody was
understand
raised
that
like that.
most people just aren't like that, and you
Initially,
see that with most
Oh,
people we talk to and debate with and
I got you.
conversation with.
I got
Do you
I would
understand what I'm
say
saying?
Say
Like,
it.
I got
Say it,
you. This is
Say it.
say what? What I want to say? I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. There it
Johnny
goes.
Chris.
I stand corrected. There it goes. I stand corrected. There it
Yeah,
goes.
like, are
Go
we
ahead,
saying
Johnny.
it's? Are we saying
Johnny,
it's
I'm gonna
Patrick?
inside your head next time I see you. I
Johnny,
stand corrected.
not Johnny. Are we saying is pat yourself on the back? Pat yourself on the back because I think that there's a like you're a part of the small minority. Like for me, to be honest, like typically I ask a lot of questions because I'm typically trying to be proven wrong and how I think so I can correct it later.
Because you
But
was raised that way.
right. But most people, but I
And
also understand that's not how most people operate. And most people look at you disagreeing with them as you saying fuck them,
Oh,
and
you
then
want to
they
fight?
yeah,
take it as that. Right. Like no, nigga, I just want to understand more. You, you
yeah,
you
that's
ever try to
it.
understand
I just
somebody
Nah,
and they
want
nah,
to
get
nah, nah. We can
offended
take
because you're
this
trying to
understand.
understand?
outside.
I want
We
to
can go
understand more.
outside.
Where you going from there?
You ever try and
Okay.
understand somebody and they get
Okay.
offended? I'd be like, bro, I'm trying to understand what you
Yeah,
even mean right now.
yeah,
Okay.
What?
Okay.
yeah.
yeah. Or
Nah,
you
we can
say
go outside.
something. You say
Because
That's
they
something
it. You
like,
said
said
what?
right.
you say
Because they
something
said
like,
it right.
oh yeah, I want to homeschool my kid, and people are like, what? You hate all teachers? And it's like, whoa, dude, no. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I never like let's calm down a little bit. No, I think
Mm-hmm.
people will initially be on the defense. For the most part, if they're going to be like hype about being proven wrong or whatever, but usually if they have time to think about it, you know what I mean, I think that they will come around whether they admit it or not, you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's so hard right now because it's like, should we have, I agree with free speech, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, should all these dumb people out here be talking about like a bunch of like stuff they don't know, like telling people don't get the measles vaccine, and then like
Oh, yeah.
15
What you
kids
Yes,
doing,
die,
yes,
Craig?
you know what
they
I'm saying, like,
should. Yes,
because those
because
Hey, hold on. I
people,
got a question.
they're
I'm
not
I,
sorry. Yes,
doctors.
they should, because if they can say that bullshit, right, then the person that's right could not say the thing that's right. Now that's the whole slippery slope that we go down. And
That's what
off
I'm
it
saying.
all,
It's really
it is
hard
what it
to.
is. But the thing
hey, hold
is,
on.
yeah, let
Uh,
let everybody, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
I got a question based on like what LTO said. Like a lot of times people and a lot of we can understand if we're like you know a little more like open minded than the average person. But like what
Yeah.
LTO said, I think is important. Where like a lot of people, that ego ain't gonna necessarily let them be like, you know what, I was wrong, you was right, in real
But
time. But hold on,
but
hold on. I think that's why we have a responsibility when you're disagreeing with somebody to keep it respectful and not necessarily engage, even if you think they're wrong in that disrespect, name calling. What's the word you would say? Ad
No ad
hominems.
hominem.
No, ad hominem. Stay away from that
Hey,
because
Johnny. Let me ask you this though.
no, let me
What
finish
about?
this real quick. Let me
I
finish
got you,
this
but
real quick.
what if they call you a tetherweather?
Yeah. Oh, that's fucked up. But see, you gotta stay away from that kind of rhetoric. You
oh,
gotta
tell
stay
her
away. Hey,
what.
hold on, hold on, because I'm saying because the reason you do is because like
Go
even if you
ahead.
make a point, if you
Hmm.
too disrespectful and you too like
Yeah.
rah with it, they
Hmm.
not even gonna think about the point.
Yeah.
When they leave, they're gonna be thinking about the interaction with you. And if you're speaking clearly on points, you gotta let your
Hmm.
point talk, and you don't need to do any extra talking because that's gonna take away from your point. And somebody that may go back and actually think about what you said, but if you get disrespectful with them, then they're not gonna really go back and think. They're gonna think about what you said about them. So I think that's also very important to keep in mind if we are trying to get people to listen to us and to, you know, be open-minded, we have to have a responsibility, not necessarily to engage in the type of foolishness that they're doing, because it takes away from the point that we're trying to get to them. I think that's very important in a lot of these internet discussions, and especially if you believe you're talking on something that's going to help people. You want to give it the best chance to, you know, to take root. And like being disrespectful and name calling it is kind of counterintuitive in that sense.
Johnny, listen what I'm going to say to you.
He's gonna
Now,
call me a name.
you just said a bunch of words, and at the same point, the words meant a lot of things to somebody. But the whole shit you just said is this right here. Don't talk. This is I know we're being, you know, corporate and this that whatever, but I'm gonna put it in layman's terms. Don't talk shit to nobody that you don't want to talk shit to you, unless you want shit talk back to you. Now, when you talk shit to that person talks shit to you. Now you mad because you talk shit to them, and the whole time you talking shit to them, the shit came back to you. Now you sling shit. Now you have a slick. You have a whole shit slinging competition going against each other. That's what you just said.
Well, I
Am
said
I right
don't.
or wrong?
Yeah,
Am I right or
basically,
wrong?
yeah. In layman terms, what? Yeah. Unc broke it down.
Unc is your Negro translator. I love it. I love it. All right, so with that said, guys and gals, we will move into a little bit of this Epstein stuff that is happening. I'll push play on a few
Yuck.
different videos, and we'll see what we get.
Of references to pregnancy in these emails. Just
Yuck.
the amount of women coming to Jeffrey and telling him that they are pregnant. Here's an email exchange between someone and Jeffrey from 2015. Jeffrey says, "Where are you now? I'm in Paris." In response and says, "London. Got news for you. I'm pregnant." Here's another communication between Jeffrey and someone from 2013, and they send Jeffrey an email with the subject line, "I'm pregnant." An email exchange between someone and Jeffrey from 2011 that says, "Sending you some images of me pregnant and baby shower. Please let me know next time when you are in Los Angeles. I have a few girlfriends with me now, so you should have some girly time. Missing you, blank." In 2009, someone's emailing Jeffrey, very concerned that they might be pregnant, it seems. And this is like while he was in jail. Okay, here's another email communication between someone and Jeffrey back in 2017. So in this email, Jeffrey's giving some advice to a woman who appears to be pregnant, and she responds and says, "Jeffrey, thank you so very much. I really trust and appreciate your opinion. How was your pregnant friend? Did she make it to New York okay? Was the flight okay? I am seriously considering going back to Moscow until the baby arrives." Now, this was an email.
All right, so nonetheless, wild raw boy. But we'll keep walking through it. Y'all can't hear. Can y'all hear this?
Yeah,
Nah, I can't hear it.
I
Yeah.
don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me get this one on the other screen, and maybe this should work.
Why you getting that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see old boy with the toupee last night? The toupee.
Oh, all right. Here you
Oh,
go. Unk. So Johnny got that in his memes. Don't worry about it. Johnny got it in his memes. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. All right, here we go.
Files is helping us build the fullest picture so far of Jeffrey Epstein's wretched life, high society, sordid crimes, and the consequences of them. Among them are these new images of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. They show him on all fours. In two of the pictures, he appears to be touching a woman's stomach, while the others show him looking straight at the camera. The photos appear without explanation, date, or further context, and there's no suggestion of any wrongdoing. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has always denied any allegations against him. But these files aren't just about lurid photos or ill-advised friendships. They document in precise detail exactly what Epstein did. One document here shows a list of some of the witnesses. It looks dry and methodical until you see the ages, 17 years old for all these victims. At high school, these were school children, and they were abused hundreds of times. Other victims described being raped and beaten in graphic detail. Victims' journals are also included in the files. One victim took this pre-branded title, Flights of Fancy, and altered it, so it read Flights and Yachts of Horror. Those are just some of the shocking crimes that would form part of the later investigation. And the documents also include an interview with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Did you ever give a massage to anyone other than Mr. Epstein? At any of Mr. Epstein's properties?
Personally, I never said I gave Mr. Epstein a massage.
I'll ask that question if you want, but I was focusing on people other than Mr. Epstein right now.
I didn't give massages.
Okay.
Prosecutors did repeatedly try to uncover the full truth of Epstein's crimes. The newest files contain a deposition of Epstein from 2010, part of a civil lawsuit.
Please raise your right hand. Please swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
He invoked US constitutional amendments to refuse to answer questions.
How did you meet Ghislaine Maxwell?
I intend to respond to all relevant questions to this lawsuit. However, at the present time, my attorneys have counseled me that I cannot provide answers to any questions relevant to this lawsuit and must accept this advice or risk losing my right to effective representation. Accordingly, therefore, I assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment right to U.S. Constitution.
That investigation would eventually lead Jeffrey Epstein here, to this cell in 2019. This is where he killed himself, a month or so after his arrest. Up until his arrest, though, Epstein continued his high society life, and there's lots of famous names in these latest documents. Now, just being mentioned doesn't imply any wrongdoing. One of those names is the world's richest man, Elon Musk. He's always denied any close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, but they exchanged numerous emails trying to arrange a visit for Musk to Epstein's island in the Caribbean. And one of them, Musk goes on to write this: "What day, night will be the wildest party on your island?" And Musk has addressed those allegations directly on X. He wrote, "No one pushed harder than me to have the Epstein Files released, and I'm glad that has finally happened. I had very little correspondence with Epstein and declined repeated invitations to go to his island or fly on his Lolita Express, but was well aware that some email correspondence with him could be misinterpreted and used by detractors to smear my name. I don't care about that, but what I do care about is that we at least attempt to prosecute those who committed serious crimes with Epstein, especially regarding heinous exploitation of underage girls." So this is the fullest picture we have, but only so far. We've been through thousands of documents. There are millions more still to look through, and plenty.
One last one. So shout out to FBA's own Johnny P. He threw this one in here.
On the Epstein Files, and people are not trying to keep the same energy saying it's cap. Nah. Y'all said we believe in everything on the Epstein Files. Which one is it? The woman on the files claims that Pusha T and Harvey Weinstein attended a party with her, and then they proceeded to give her that Bill Cosby and then SA. She then proceeded that Jay-Z R-worded her as well back in 1996, even stating that she felt that she was in the home of Epstein. Also, it's claimed that Bill Gates caught something from one of the Russian girls he was messing with and was asking for medicine. And Elon was asking to be a part of the most nastiest party that he got. Some are saying no way Jay-Z's part is true because in 1996, he barely had blown up yet. He wasn't as famous as he is now. Now you have people on social media saying, no. They believe everything about Elon and Bill Gates, but they won't believe anything when it comes to Pusha T and Jay-Z, saying that it had to be planted. While others are saying that how are we going to believe some victims and not all victims on the Epstein Files, when everyone agreed that whoever names popped up on the Epstein file, they was gonna get that belt, basically. What do you guys feel like? Do you guys feel like everything that's said in the Epstein file should be believed, or you guys feel like only select things we should pay attention to? Well, Jay-Z and Pusha T are on.
All right, fellas and ladies. Yeah, this is the newest update to the Epstein's files. A lot of things have came out. There, I guess the most interesting part that I did hear and see was the fact that I guess they're saying Jay-Z, as a part of his first album rollout, was on Epstein's album, Epstein Island. But outside of that, yeah, what is your thoughts?
They said I guess it was
1996 is when his first album dropped.
See that's what kind of was confusing to me, because like, I mean, the timeline seems a little weird, but I'm gonna fuck everybody in the list. I am a proponent of fuck everybody on the list, even though 96. I don't even think we knew who Pusha T was in 96, so I don't know.
Okay, let me give y'all some important background information on the.
Okay.
So some of the stuff in the files is from anonymous tip lines that never been investigated, and then the emails is the emails.
It's actual real correspondence.
Why they put that bullshit in there?
Well, because they just releasing whatever the report,
everything.
The
and so
report
you got to sift through the bullshit
that's been reported. So like they got to invest. Eventually, if they supposed to investigate every claim that's been made. Because Pusha T in 96, Pusha T is shooting videos in the projects in 96. Like, come on,
Virginia.
In 96, he wasn't even signed yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they shooting,
yeah.
They shooting videos in the projects in 96.
Probably selling dope.
He would never be in the same room. He would not be in the same room with Harvey Weinstein in 1996. Harvey Weinstein is the. Think about this.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein is the kingmaker in Hollywood. What he gonna be doing with a Pusha T who would live in the trap?
in Newport
In
Virginia.
Newport.
Newport
to,
News.
exactly, Newport, Virginia. Come on, come on.
But they did. But
Hey,
that.
but I'm saying though, but like, but okay, so
Come
then
on.
like, what about all these other claims? Like,
Well, some of
like,
the stuff is
cause
some of the stuff is real correspondence. Like
Yeah, like there's a difference between someone saying anonymously something and then an email between two people.
okay, no, you're
yeah,
right.
So
That's
what
common
happened
Well,
sense,
with
bro.
him and like Elon
That was
is
you, yeah,
confirmed.
okay.
That's an email. So that's like real correspondence or whatnot. Like the photo of whatever that guy
Prince
is,
Andrew.
that's yeah, it's real
Man, I don't
correspondence.
feel like
The
going through all
actual
person.
images of the Giants the not manager but owner, those are real correspondence.
He
and
talking to
isn't
Bill.
it?
That's different than saying somebody, you know what I mean, said
So who
something.
gonna go
And
through
I
all
do
of this
think that
shit? Cause I don't feel like going through them all.
The
I feel like it's like
FBI.
everybody.
The
Cause man,
FBI
that's a
supposed to
lot of
go through all
files.
of it.
yeah, I think that's what
The thing is
the
that
Epstein Files was supposed to be.
But like, we don't trust the FBI
most
now. We
people
don't trust the
don't.
Hey,
FBI.
hey,
Most
before you
people
go, I
don't.
think LTO was trying to get in real quick, and then we'll go to you
I'm
on.
sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
the thing is, isn't it a lot easier to kind of just like call bullshit on everything if you put a little bit of bullshit out with the real stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Well,
so much
that's kind
easier to
of
be
the
like,
idea of what they're trying
yeah.
to do. Yeah, yeah.
But I will say one thing, if y'all haven't seen this, there's like an interview of him that got released. He's like
Oh, who?
it's of Jeffrey Epstein. It's like a one-on-one interview with I think it was like Steve
It's
Bannon
Steve
or
Bannon.
something.
It's with Steve
Yeah,
Bannon.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
cool. Thank you for confirming that for me. But I had never heard him talk before. I don't know. He's just like he's really not that intelligent of a person.
Hmm.
But he's like
But
talking about he's trying to
Oh
explain like
shit! This is like 2 hours long of him
No,
talking.
I didn't
that's
watch all 2 hours of it. I watched a good like 30 minutes of it. He was talking
yeah.
about like the housing collapse in
Yeah.
2008 or whatever. But it was just like he's trying to talk about
Oh yeah, it's
like
like two interviews. Yeah.
yeah. But it just I don't know. I mean it just all seems like bullshit to me. I don't know.
I mean, he was smart enough to get that money.
Oh
So
yeah. No, I'm not saying he's not like you can be like an intelligent person on like many different levels. I just I just wouldn't picture him running around with like the top elites of the world trying to explain like
but the thing
derivatives and
is that
stuff to
he
people.
he got his money because you know what I mean who his family was. That does that not make
but apparently
generational wealth? Generational wealth is a big thing because you could be the dumbest motherfucker in the room, but your daddy owns this big company and you become the CEO once he dies.
but
He
you,
had two
Well,
But
we
I
presidents.
say
don't think
that,
that was Epstein. I
but we
think
say
Epstein is
that,
like the whole blackmail shit.
but Bill Gates, I mean, the dude obviously either knows something, connected, a spy or
Yeah,
something. Because
Yeah, but
why is Bill
is it
Gates?
kind of like the idea? It comes down to like him getting that internship slash job at whatever New York university it was,
Oh,
and
you
the
Ain't
talking
he
guy
about the
that
second?
was
private
at
school?
he worked
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
Bayer.
and the guy that was working inside the mathematics department with him, and the leverage that he had, and him being able to exploit that over time into all of these connections and blackmail. To me, like that.
He
But
worked for Bear Stearns.
the whole everything consists of this. You have to be likable. You have to be likable and whiteable. If you're likable and whiteable, you can get what the fuck you want in the world. And that's what it is. And no matter what happens, if you can manipulate everything and be likable and whiteable, you're going to get to where you need to be at, even if you're not intelligent enough for that. It's come down with plenty of things that happen.
Work on
Like
that second
the dude think about the dude that went to Russia and he got them, you know what I'm saying, the spying and all this shit, and they sent with him. This motherfucker got an alien and he got a GED.
Hey, did we
You're
speak on
likable and
like his
whiteable.
connections to Mossad?
I definitely think
Likable and whiteable.
he had to be
Likable and whiteable.
an asset or something. Because
yeah,
why would Bill Gates? And think about this. At this time, Bill Gates is the richest man in the world. And if we talk about it, if we be realistic about it, if Warren Buffett don't convince Bill Gates to give like the majority of his shares away of Microsoft, he will be unquestionably a multi-trillionaire type motherfucker, you know. But he gave all his shares away. So we talking about the richest man in the world who then built $1 trillion company. Why is this dude calling asking Epstein for financial advice, offshore account advice? Like it just don't add up, bro. It's like
Because he's doing
this dude
something
the richest
illegal.
man in the world. He could
Right,
literally.
but I mean, but it also depends
them
on
doing
like
that
what
coding
space
word
he occupies.
for them saying
He could
offshore
be that
meant
guy.
off some coochie. That's what see, people don't look into things more what they is. You have coding words. Offshore
Oh,
meant
so that means
goddamn
you want
offshore
some
meant
coochie
goddamn.
outside the country. That's what offshore mean when you put that in the
Yes,
email.
it meant all that
Okay,
shit
I'm
was
tracking
coding
now.
words. It's
Holy
coding
shit.
words. You know
I'm
what I'm
trying to get
saying?
some.
It's coding
I
words.
need an
If you
offshore
ever
account
did
too.
anything in the streets, if you ever did in the streets, everything is coding words.
You
And
might be
the
right.
street and
They might
business
be
is the same damn thing.
they could be
I'm
talking
just
in
telling the
code in
truth.
there. They
I'm
could be
just
talking in
saying.
code in the emails.
I'm
You
just
right.
saying.
No, I
I'm
know
You
just
for a
right.
fact.
saying.
I take
If
that
you
back. I
ever
take that back.
talk to
Hey,
niggas like goddamn where the guards man at, the guards man ain't coming pick up this week. Goddamn the guards man ain't get shit. And you still clap his hand. Guards man goddamn ain't coming pick up this week. That means whoever the fuck meant to pick up the money, goddamn and launder that shit, goddamn didn't come through there.
And Epstein,
Coding words.
Epstein was a degenerate, and he really didn't like Europeans much. If you go read them goddamn emails,
I
he
know
th-
why.
I mean, he thought they was easy marks. He thought they was
And
stupid. Like essentially, he in these emails bragging about taking all of these people money.
Yeah.
Basically, like the dude was like, I don't get it.
Come on now. No,
I,
I'm just
I
being
got to
honest.
tap into some more.
Everybody always got his.
Bro, he was in that joint calling them
It's
motherfuckers
nothing
cattle,
tripping.
all types of shit.
It's just
Yeah, I
camping.
got to tap into some more. I be
I'm just
after this
saying.
month. I think hopefully, fingers crossed. After this month, I like my life will slow down a little bit, and I'll be able
Yeah.
to
Hey,
properly digest not
listen,
music content again, but LTO talk to us.
if your life slows down, do not fucking waste it with the Epstein files, okay, please?
And then so listen. When my life slows down and I have free time, a lot of people play video games and do bullshit. I just will listen to debates about dumb shit that I like, which could be a Epstein file debate where I then get a little bit more informed.
No, I know, I get it. Trust me, I do homework all day and do a plethora of things,
And
but
then do research after homework. I got you.
yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to. I mean, I don't think that I'm actually really not well read on a lot of stuff, especially like political stuff, and so I don't really know too much about that. I feel like I'm forced to. I wish I could just go back to living blissfully ignorant, and but it's kind of just in your face now. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm
Love
gonna
you
finish.
We
too.
appreciate it.
love you, LTO. Appreciate the
Yes,
call.
Yes,
yes, yes.
ma'am.
Stay
Yeah.
up. Stay up out here.
Good one.
God bless. And you know what I'm saying? Stay blessed.
Be easy, be easy.
All right. I think Johnny just
Because
sent
you now
in
said the
one more.
review's over.
This review is over. I mean, we reviewed over 6 million pieces of paper, thousands of videos, tens of thousands of images.
Images and videos. See, that's what this is all about. Most of these files right now are all emails, but you guys are redacting and hiding the real Epstein files. And you already slipped up once and said, in those videos and images, death and torture were depicted.
Finally, anything that depicts or contain images of death, physical abuse, or injury, also not produced.
You've seen death and torture. Who's involved in the death and torture? Most likely they should be in prison.
Holy shit. I did not see this. I give you permission to kill him. He's apparently with me. Damn. All right. Let me tap in.
And then when I see emails like, I give you permission to kill him, or things like Mary Kennedy found dead in her backyard. Whoops. Or in the Cryptos Kid said, CIA and Mossad are running a pedo elite sex trafficking ring out of Puerto Rico. Then somehow he drowned within 24 hours.
God damn. Johnny, where you find this one at?
Oh, and Gabriella screamed to the world, they are eating humans. I don't know how I got invited to this. I don't know how I got involved in this sex trafficking ring, but I wasn't aware of everything. I knew they was murdering people, which is crazy to say out loud, but they're eating humans. What the fuck is going on? And what happened to Gabriella? Never to be seen again. And if you look her up, there's no main news articles, which is weird that someone would shout out they're eating humans and then disappear off the face of the earth forever. But your boy Al that admitted to hacking the entire wiki site and basically saying we're going to erase your child pedophile past to the best of our ability, because that's what doesn't make any sense. Anyone that was talking to Jeffrey Epstein after the year of 2008, when it was shown to the world he was sleeping and fucking around with 14-year-old kids and raping them, should immediately lose all positions of power and step down because your moral compass is fucked. So that's what Elon Musk doesn't understand. Wait a second, back to Al. He's dead too, at the bottom of a mountain in France. Why actually survives? Because Red Bull was nowhere in sight. Son wasn't hiking, I'll tell you that. What about Earl Anthony Wayne here, who raped an 11-year-old down in Mexico and then got caught, but instead gave his time to this U.S. Marine? I didn't even know that type of sick-ass pedophile shit was allowed. And there it is.
Wait,
Wait, go back.
We are just a cabal child pedophile cult. Please, bitch ass Musk, because he thinks he could just tweet his way through this like everything's gonna be okay. Because I never stepped foot on the island. Bitch, you was begging to hang out with this man on Christmas fucking day. A known child sex pedophile. Does that not click in your head? This man was already convicted of fucking with children. You were begging to go to his island. You fucking lame ass loser. Daily Mail. This is a KGB honey trap. Oh, you're gonna go with the Russia hoax? Well, this was a Zionist blackmailer who felt his people were above all, and he was converting people like Steve Bannon. I'm gonna drop the Christian and Zionist. Cock. They thought their soul had different structure, different ingredients, components, relates to a higher levels differently. Okay, if that means eating kids and fucking children and killing people, good for y'all. I'm a civilian. Democrats, cops, do something besides evil Batman. When do the arrests start to be made? I'm super confused because you now said the review's over.
This review is over.
Yo,
I'm telling you, Buddy was sick.
The shit he talking about is shit that I be looking up, and when I say it to people, everybody looking like you fucking crazy. But you have to do and get your own information and believe what you believe in. You know what I mean? The world gonna put you at where you at, but when it come down to you, you have to have your own moral system, and you have to be the person that I know what I'm talking about, because you have to go in depth on this shit. Now I know I'm all across the place with a lot of things, but some shit I know. You know what I mean? And Buddy talking truth. Ain't nobody listen to him.
But like, I'm just saying, like he went through them files, and like that's the real shit. Like he said,
that's what I'm saying.
I've seen some even crazier pictures. Like, I hope some of this shit be AI. Honestly,
but that's the beauty of dropping 3 million. Even going through it's a task.
But like,
it's
that's why I
easy to
think
miss
they
a
did
thing
that
or
on
two.
purpose. Like they definitely did
Of course, that's why you dropped 3 million after you just did a big other drop that you was legally supposed to do. That you had just did another drop that it's
crazy.
They hope we can't read.
And
well,
then
how about this, Johnny, imagine this. The big drop ain't happened yet. That's the crazy part. The big drop ain't happened yet.
But what else do we need to see? Like, what? I don't need to see no more to know that these people are fucked. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's enough evidence that they shouldn't be in positions of power.
They're not going to do anything about it because most people don't read, they listen. That's what I was telling y'all when I said to y'all earlier about a motherfucker that had the book. This motherfucker probably was illiterate like they was and made the shit up that he just had a book, but he looked the part. You know what I'm saying? Actors.
I think this
actors out here, man. And you have politicians that are actors. You have people out here in the world that's actors. You have motherfuckers that sit there and tell you the news every day. They fucking actors.
I think
they don't know what they say. They got something in front of them, and whoever tell them what the fuck they doing, they're gonna make it happen. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
I think
Hold on,
this Epstein thing has escaped containment, and so now it's literally a political liability because this gonna be asked midterm
Mm-hmm.
2028, and whoever is willing to go really pursue it, they that could be a plank of their platform. So it's gonna be somebody who gonna make that
Oh, of course.
a crux of
Yeah.
their issue, and whoever that person
Yeah.
is, because people thought that was going like, the reason why people so ginned up
We
about it
thought it was
now
gonna be
is,
Elon, and he in
but
it. Like
but
Elon
the
was the one
reason,
a couple months ago, like release it, and you begging like
yeah,
that's
but now them
crazy.
same people
Well,
telling
he know
you,
he ain't raped nobody.
well,
To me, that's what that says. He
Elon
might
It's
be a
good.
worse.
little
He
complicit.
wasn't allowed. That's worse.
Well,
The
but
problem
the
is,
thing is that if you know other people did way worse, that you could use that to continue to build your empire from what they lose, then like saying, can I pull up? But you never pull up, like you're kind of, and like if you can get Bill Gates wealth off of what we just found out about him, I think that he trades that.
But I think that OpenAI guy is in the Epstein files. That's why Elon wanted our release, because he
Well, yeah,
beefing with
that's another guy. Yeah, that's there you go.
he beefing with Sam Altman because he feels Sam Altman stole OpenAI from him, and I think he been alluded to that he in Epstein files. So he see that as a way to kind of bring down who he view as a dude who did him wrong in the industry.
Yeah,
Hey,
look,
It's some
hey,
look,
hey,
layers
hey,
to
hey,
this.
definition.
hey, Tommy, I
what
got a
we do
question though.
right now is
Hey,
we're
hold on,
living in
hey,
hold on.
hold on, hold on. My
Go
thing
ahead.
is, how are so many people like? Is it just that many like nasty, weird people, or is this some kind
Yes,
of like,
yes.
or is this some cult ritualistic thing that they're making people partake in so you can then have the power over them? Because
That's
like,
the
Both.
interesting
I
part.
It's
don't
both of
necessarily think all
it's
these
both
people are just
of them.
into this versus they telling you have to partake in this in order to get.
But I
It's
Bro,
also
both
think
of them. It's both of
Epstein
them.
is shrewd enough. He's shrewd enough to understand that being around certain people gives him legitimacy. So even if these people everybody not gonna be knowing what's going on, you know, everybody not gonna be Prince Andrew, everybody not gonna be Bill Gates, but he got enough understanding that if you go read the emails, he just didn't want to be around rich people. He wanted to be around the smartest philosophers in certain schools, Noam Chomsky at the linguist department. Like he had an understanding of like he was cultivating an image of him being a legitimate
But
person,
I get
and
it,
that's
and that's what I'm saying.
necessary. But that's
But
necessary for you to have that front if you're doing criminal stuff like he doing. Because when
You
it come
have
time when people question you, they be like, "It's no way." A lot of people gonna jump out and say, "It's no way he doing that," because I know him.
do
But
but
he
do
like,
cultivates
anybody
this identity
listen,
of legitimacy intentionally.
listen
so
what I'm
are
saying
you
to you.
saying he's blackmailing
Have
them folks? Like, are you is he doing that
Everybody
to
not
black?
being black,
has anybody and
everybody not being blackmailed. Some
y'all
people are
know the
just
street shit,
some
right?
people are just tools that's necessary for him to associate with so he can be seen as legitimate by that elite class. Some people he just cool with so he can really get to other people. It's
Listen,
not
all Steve is saying is just right here. There ain't nothing but the street shit. The street shit is the same shit he's saying right now. You goddamn build people and bring people around you, and they can goddamn vouch for you on shit that you doing and saying that you not this type of person because you might be just whatever. You might have built a school, you might have sat around and paid, people rent, you might get this. It's hustling. But it's hustling on an executive level. You
yeah,
understand what I'm
that's
Yeah.
what
saying?
that's
Everything,
essentially
all
what
that
it
shit
is.
happens, and that's what
Mhm.
happens. And that's what he did. Nobody knows how the fuck he got his money, why he had his money. But see, he was the most gangster person that you could ever meet because however he did it, it's still not figured out by the layman, but the government know how he got his money. The government know everything that goes on with him, and that's why when you watch that shit, it's gonna be redacted, 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 because goddamn government know that certain people ain't gonna be there, whatever. But when you come to hustling, you got to keep You got to goddamn keep your enemies close to you. And your enemy's enemies is your friend, but they not your friend. But at the same time, you gonna goddamn go and snake everybody, but don't nobody know when you gonna snake them or whatever, and shit just happens. It's street shit. That's the whole shit. The street and the government is the same goddamn thing. People
That's not
keep
street shit.
acting like it's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, what you explain is leverage, and like how people use leverage as a form of power, and depending on how
Yeah.
you're able to get that leverage, you know what I mean, you can exercise power.
Okay, put it. Go ahead, you got it.
Oh no,
You're right.
yeah, no, we all seeing eye to eye.
Hey,
But with that,
hey, hold
Johnny,
on.
no, Johnny, no,
The
no, we
streets
about
got
to
it from the
segue.
government. The government, you know, they copying the.
It don't matter. Let's hey, fellas, we trying to get to these memes real quick. I'm trying to get us to these memes. Let's get to these memes. I know that we took a long time on Don Lemon, and that took us about an hour. I understood opening up the Epstein can of worms is going to take us a little bit of time. I do want to get us to the memes, and then we'll kind of land the plane. But we got two of the guys with us reacting to memes today, Johnny. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, all right. Johnny, talk to us. Where do you want us to land at? Or start at?
Go down to my boy Jarrell Miller.
I'm not sure who Jarrell Miller is.
Third
but
row on the right. Third row.
I'll pull
on
it
the
up right here. All right, you said third row. Oh, okay. This Unc needed this one.
Off his head, Sergio! Wow! That is going to make the rounds on social media. That's like a cartoon. Oh my goodness gracious!
Hill is muffin cap back blue.
And he just took it off his head, Sergio. Wow! That is going to make the rounds on social media. That's like a cartoon.
Hey, that's like Tom and Jerry or something. They got a stick of dynamite in their hand and it blow their shit back.
Yeah.
Or Wile E. Coyote.
Hey,
muffin cap
crazy
back
part
blue.
about it.
Hold on, I gotta drop out.
Crazy part about it. He won the fight.
I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that.
He won the fight. He won the fight. So hey, shout out to Buddy. And
yeah, that was one of the ones. Unc was up for it, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. What else you got for it, Johnny?
Let me get the one right beside that one too. This one. Shout out to my people, man. Kev on stage.
I had my annual physical today, so I tweeted that and said, "Black men go to the doctor." And some of these responses are a lot. Nigga got fingered and trying to tell us to go. Wow. I don't think you know what happens at a physical. Nope. Stay healthy by constantly working out, eat right, and be active. He said nope to going to the doctor. You should work out and eat right, but also getting an annual checkup is okay. You could have just said men go to the doctor. Smush. I'm a black man. Black men traditionally have a higher rate of not going to the doctor compared to, women in other races. So I'm a black man talking to black man. That's why I say black men. Go to the gym, then you can avoid the doctor. Again, no, you can't screen for heart disease and cancer and things like that at the gym. Okay, I'm not saying don't go to the gym, but like you can do both. Did you tweet this with a finger up your butt? Okay. Annual physical doesn't require fingers going on your butt. I think a lot of men don't know this because there's a couple responses like that. They do blood work. They check your pee, your vital signs. They ask you about your mental health. Sometimes an EKG, check your lungs, things like that. You talking about a rectal exam? That's for prostate, and that doesn't happen usually till you're between 40 and 45. I didn't say that. Okay, somebody responded under that. You can almost hear the moans as he's typing. Are y'all okay? Nigga said go to the doctor in America. Lemfow. Sure, let me take out a small loan of $10,000. Okay, even without insurance, an annual physical is somewhere between $100 and $350. So not exactly cheap, but also not $10,000. Kev got finger banged. Have y'all ever had an annual physical? This is a common comment. I need to know what y'all think happens, because it's not what happened to me on a Saturday morning. No, eat healthy and work out and take herbs, not genetically
What
modified, made chemical drugs that doctors prescribe you to
Dr.
take.
Sebi watching right there.
Cool.
No.
Nigga just put a finger in his butt, no spit. Now he don't want to be alone. Is everybody okay?
What the fuck is wrong with Kev, man?
Is everybody okay? It's a scam. I'm good. Do you though? Somebody basically said, no, that's why y'all be dropping dead. And he said, I won't. F them con artists. God got us.
Listen.
And to end, I was called racist. You know what? Don't
racist as fuck. All right, fellas.
Hey,
side note.
I play that. I play that to tell all my fellas. We all getting up there in age.
Listen. I'm gonna tell
the doctor
y'all,
not your enemy. The doctor not your enemy. Doctor ain't my enemy.
No, I'm going to tell you something. That shit. You know you ain't got to get it, but every 10 years now. You know what I mean? For real. If you get it done at whatever age you at right now, it's 10 years later now. It used to be every couple of years, but now it's every 10 years.
What?
You get that? The goddamn slippery glove.
I ain't that old, Hey, I ain't that old.
Hey, he talking about the physical right now. He talking
We
about
just talking about the physical. We ain't talking about the prostate exam.
No, what I'm saying, that right there, the whole point on it is right here. You need to get a physical, because I've been getting physical since I was, I paid for the insurance, so shit, I got them. I'm here now, but it's as much as I done abused my body. Nigga, if I didn't go to the doctor, I'd be dead right now. I'm just telling you the truth.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. Black men, like, it's a lot of us. Cause me and Q was joking about it the other day, how we just walk some shit off. And like, the older we get, the more that's not an option. And like, specifically black men need to go to that. Like, we got higher cancer rate, diabetes, heart disease. There's a lot of stuff that goes on.
When I was y'all age, I was going to the doctor. I was giving annual. You know what I'm saying?
Again, everybody ain't you. Everybody ain't you. I'm saying, I'm trying to tell the people that do walk shit off.
And I used to talk to them and call them ignorant ass niggas. You ignorant ass niggas out there sit out here and you don't do right.
That's why they still not going to this day, because you gotta be nice.
That's why a motherfucker dropped dead at 47 from a heart attack. They could have prevented at 33. You ignorant ass nigga. Find out what's going on. You pay for health insurance. Use it.
We trying to make a positive PSA.
Why would they go after you cuss them out?
He got the irk and jerk over there on the cup, man.
This motherfucker cussed them out, called them ignorant. I'm just saying, fellas, go get that physical. You don't know what they do, especially the older we get. We got families, we got people that need us, and you got be nice.
We understand it. We understand it. It's not what he's saying. He's just trying to say black men get over the stigma. And I guess what I'll say is that, like, even I know, like, there's always the stigma of going to the doctor and being diagnosed with something that you can't get rid of. And that's not like on any STD thing, but on like whether, it's cancer or, like, there's a bunch of different things. And I'm just trying to. So understand, none of these topics are specific to you. We talking generally right now.
Not to me. Not to me. I'm saying to the world.
Right. Let me finish getting my point off. I'm trying to finish getting my point off. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to finish it off. So I do want to say that, to Johnny's point. That it is important for us to go get these physicals, these checkups, again, even that prostate that they was all joking about, because of, at the end of the day, these are a means for black men in which we do push back against. And I think that we all have rightfully had skepticism as a culture, as black men, over a long period of time. But it is important for us to actually adhere to some of these things that we might not like, i.e. physicals and all these other things, because of, at the end of the day, these are a means for black men in which we do push back against. And I think that we all have rightfully had skepticism as a culture, as black men, over a long period of time. But it is important for us to actually adhere to some of these things that we might not like, i.e. physicals and all these other things, because of we all want to live as long as possible to see our kids, grandkids, and great grandkids grow up.
That's
Okay,
my
I
only point.
understand exactly
That's
what
my
you're
only
saying.
point.
My whole thing is this right here. A physical is free with good insurance. Physical free. Everything else
Even if
costs
you ain't
after
got
that.
insurance, it's not that
Right.
expensive to get.
We not
Yeah.
arguing like how much it costs. We just saying a lot of guys have a stigma against
But
doing
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Why won't you do it? Why? I don't know. I
But
have no.
We're not trying to figure that out.
No, but there's a history of whether it's black men and black women and
It is a history.
experimentation within the medical industry, misdiagnosis within the medical industry. There's a solid reason why a lot of people stigmatize it, and this is even why the Dr. Sebi things and holistic medicine are very popular within the black community. Like there's
All you're
reasons for it. It's
saying
just that
right
we
now,
have to kind of
all
reteach
you're
ourselves a
saying
little
right
bit.
now, right? This is something that it's not a problem with your generation. I talk to your generation and y'all won't do it. You understand what I'm saying? I talk
No,
to the
but
people when I was younger
the
and I
same
was
thing
doing
still
it
exists
different
though.
things.
But the same thing exists. Like so,
So
for
they still
example, like
experimenting on black
even
people.
if I even if I like look at or take my wife for example, we
Yeah.
didn't go like we drove longer to go to her checkups and to like where my daughter wasn't born in Charlotte, she was born in like Harrisburg, but it's because
Okay.
of she
Yeah.
didn't trust the
Yeah.
doctors at the closest hospital, and their dealings with black women specifically. So
Yeah.
like
No,
there is
I
everything like
understand.
and what I'm saying is that like stigmatization has nothing to do with like how much people willing to pay or not pay. So I think it's more so a lot the idea of like there's a lot of stigmatization around white care providers and how they diagnose and look at black people's
Got you.
diagnosis and
I
or
got you.
pain per se.
Yeah. The thing with all I'm saying is this right here. You can always go get your second opinion on anything that's going on with you. You can do that. And that's all I'm saying. And the option is
Yeah.
out there. And as far as if you feel like this doctor ain't said to you right, you can go to another doctor or another doctor.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
yeah,
that's all I'm
we agree.
saying. That's all I'm saying. And I've been saying that for the last 30 plus years to people. Just don't not do it. Because the reason
Right.
why we come to such a mortality rate is because of us finding shit out late, and we could have got things prevented. And it's not always,
Exactly.
and y'all are right about all of that. But at the same time, like I said, if you go and you change your doctor and you get a free physical at your job, they're gonna give you a free physical from that doctor.
Right.
You
But
just
no,
doctor, but
I completely understand you.
We agreeing
I think
aggressively.
that's well no, I think that that's maybe like 30% of it. I think that the other 70% of it is that most people are scared to go to the doctor because they're
yeah.
scared to. So no, I'm saying what I'm saying is that they're scared to get diagnosed with something.
The fear of the diagnosis is what
Yeah.
puts it there. I got you that.
Yes.
And I saw
Yeah.
y'all. I had my phone had went wonky on the first one when y'all had the goddamn toupee man. God damn boy.
Oh,
Come
you
on,
missed
man.
it.
Come on, man. Come on,
Who
dog.
won?
Come on.
Oh, that's
Come
what
on,
Uncle
man.
pissed about. He ain't get to
Did
see.
y'all watch the fight last night and seen that shit when it happened?
Nah, I
Hey,
was
but
Did
out.
Unc, he
y'all
got the
not see?
W though. He got the W though, Unc. That's all
He
that
got
matter.
the W. I watched it. I
That's
watched it
all that
live.
matter. Fuck his
No,
toupee. You
listen what I'm
won.
going to say to you. Did you not see the referee was scared like a motherfucker had knocked? He didn't know. Did you not see when it first went up in the air and the referee got them set and pushed them aside like in the middle, got don't hit them no more. You done got them
Bro
decapitated
was
them or
trying to
something.
grab that shit. He was trying to grab it.
Off his head, man. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
Face.
We got the and he won the fight. And he came out there and talked shit. I'm like, bruh, it was over with. But
did stop.
We
I mean,
going
ref did stop it.
The
No,
ref,
I think that was the end of the round.
the
Oh, okay.
ref stepped in between them and got them looking crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Hill
His
is
head went
must.
up in the air.
That
It
had to
was
be a
weird.
hard hit though to knock the glue loose.
It was an uppercut. The
Knock his
original
glue
punch
loose.
was an uppercut. Nigga hit you in the chin so hard that your goddamn glue loose hair goddamn going flipping in the air like you a Looney Tune character.
Knock a nigga
Shit over.
glue loose. I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
knock a nigga
saying.
fro off. Nigga, I'd knock your fro off.
It was, man. This, you know, yesterday for me it was the perfect day because I got to watch my wrestling, then I got to watch a hell of a boxing matches, and the shit was historic because that's gonna be a forever meme right there. And you get to watch a forever meme in person, you know, live. You got to see. I saw it live. That was a forever meme. Think about it.
Yeah.
That is. All right,
No,
I'm sorry.
I got you.
Hey,
all right.
Q.
So Johnny, what we gonna land at?
Hey man, hey, hold on, wait a minute. Let me get Preacher Man right beside third row on the bottom. Third row on the bottom. Or to the left. To the left.
Third row.
Third row
This
to the
guy?
left. Yeah.
All right, Johnny.
Who've been born this way? Who've been struggling with something? What about the people that we think are nasty? These folks are abomination, they're nasty. Tell you what you do then. Go find every song that's been written by a gay person for the last 100 years and don't sing it in church.
Oh my. Come on.
Let's see how many songs you can minister on that Sunday.
Wow. Teach.
Bishop, don't tell me what the Bible says about homosexuals and you change wives like we change underwear. Sit yourself, your hypocritical self down.
Whoa.
We all got to look at ourselves. We all need Jesus.
My God.
On one hand, you quote homosexuality is an abomination from the village.
All right, Johnny, talk to us.
No, let him keep on playing.
Oh, he was still going?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about the people
Oh shit,
who've
my
been
bad.
born this way?
Damn,
Who've been struggling with something? What about the people that we think are nasty?
Damn, I had to restart it, so we got to hear it all again. My bad, Johnny.
Yeah, it get good.
These folks are abomination, they're nasty.
Part kind of
Tell you what you do then. Go find every song that's been written by a gay person for the last 100 years and don't sing it in church.
Oh my. Come on.
Let's see how many songs you can minister on that Sunday.
Wow. Teach.
Bishop, don't tell me what the Bible says about homosexuals and you change wives like we change underwear. Sit yourself, your hypocritical self down.
Whoa.
We all got to look at ourselves. We all need Jesus.
My God.
On one hand, you quote homosexuality is an abomination from Leviticus. But you say that right after you ate some shrimp, some catfish, and some lobster.
Uh-oh. Come on now. Preach.
There you go. Say the word. Say the word.
You quote Leviticus while you're wearing a wool blend suit. It's also in Leviticus that you shouldn't wear mixed linens.
There you go.
It's in Leviticus that if your wife is on her cycle, that you shouldn't go in the same house with her or even sleep on the same bed with her.
What?
That's the Leviticus too.
Come on now.
Teach.
Teach.
Here's my point. We pick and choose the scriptures that we want to use to beat folk up with, rather than look at our own lives.
Come on.
Tell them.
What are we going to do about the people who've been born this way? Who've been struggling with something? What about the people that we...
All right, talk to me, Johnny.
Nah, I just think that's like that. You see that happen in the church, and like I think Leviticus Old Testament, and there's a lot of things where like people pick and choose stuff based on what it says, and they want to be or they want to demonize people based on something, but then they don't choose to follow nothing else that be in the text. And I think like
Exactly.
that's something that happens. Even we can see that going on in our government, where we got people that pick and choose when to use certain, Second Amendment and when not to use it. And the thing is, like, same with that Bible, same with that Constitution. The law is the law, and you either gonna follow it or you not. But you can't like pick and choose when it's beneficial or when it's convenient for you to then be, a constitutionalist or then be a super Christian. But then when it's something that you don't, necessarily find, convenient, you disagree with it, then you kind of go against the word. And I just thought that was, something that we all can maybe, take a lesson in. And like you say, that Bible is there's a lot of lessons that go into it. I don't know if all of them should be taken literally, but there's a lot of parables and stuff. And if I can't, I'm not gonna pick and choose something to downplay somebody else just when it's convenient for me. And I see that, becoming more popular in today's culture. So that's why.
So let me ask you this: you think? Never mind, I ain't gonna do that. It's good. Go ahead,
All
Johnny.
right, all right, all right, all right.
That's all I had. I get another one in if we ain't got no
Yeah,
discussion on
yeah,
that one.
yo. I got a response for that.
Uh-oh.
Here we go right here. Now, people, far as in the whole Bible situation and everybody out here, you gonna say, oh, nephew, how you gonna say, oh, on me before I said it? But here we go. Now, we got the whole thing with the King James version of the Bible that was written by a gay man that hate gay people, but at the same time hated his mama. And you have the version of his Bible that has nothing to do, and it's not one woman of virtue in the whole damn Bible that he wrote. But we sit in our churches and go in the church house and love what this Bible is telling us to do and all things that is righteous and all this stuff written by a gay man that sit around and basically you tell me you hate gay people, but this man was gay that had this baby of his that is his version of the Bible written by a person. Now we sit around and do that. Then you sit around and tell me that you're gonna eat you some shrimp, catfish. I'm gonna eat me some lobster. I'm gonna eat all this shit. All of this, which is what? That is the bottom feeders, and you're not supposed to eat none of that because the Bible states that you're not supposed to eat anything without a fin on it and things of that nature and things like that that's in the waters. Now we sit around here, we live this life we live, this life we sit around and conquer, and we talk about so much we love the Lord. We do this and well, but none of us do this. You're not supposed to eat the pig. You're not supposed to do this and whatever. The Bible states all these things, but we do it every day. But we pick and choose in between which one is right. Whether I'm right, you're wrong. This person is doing this and whatever, and we just want to be here, whatever. If we live by the Bible, most of us will have better lives, but at the same point, we will have better situations and health-wise will be better because we're not supposed to eat the filth. Because if you eat the bottom feeders, they're eating the shit of the waters. And we eat them, and those are called delicacies, and those are most expensive than anything. You pay more for a fucking piece of catfish right now than you do for a piece of perch, and it makes no difference because they're bottom feeders. But everything that was fed is right now good, and that's why the costs go on it up, and we want it more because we want to live an extravagant life that makes what things are there. I'm landing it right now. There we go.
All right, Steve, talk to us.
Then stole the show today, bro. Can y'all
Hey,
hear me?
that was Malcolm Unk. That was Malcolm Unk right there.
Yeah, then stole the show today. But I agree. I agree with the larger point that Johnny be making is a lot of people pick and choose the Bible, and also it's like it's weird because like some of this stuff that's outlawed in the version of the Bible that we read now, or that people harp on in the version of the Bible we read now, it wasn't mentioned in like earlier iterations of the Bible, or it's mistranslated from
That's what Uncle
earlier
was saying about King James. I think King James didn't write it, but I think he was a translator.
So because
King James didn't write it. He had someone
he
do
had
write it.
people he had people write it to his liking. But prior.
But I thought hold on, time out. I got a question about that because I thought like you got John, like I thought the people who wrote the books of the Bible, like
Yeah, they
Peter.
wrote the books of the Bible, but
So
King
how could King
James
James write the book?
Had
The
his
books were
own
already written.
he had his own version. So prior to the
Them-
King James, version of the Bible being the most popular, the Martin Luther version of the Bible was the most popular. So the Martin Luther had a whole different interpretation of the gospel. But
But it was
King
it
James,
wasn't just a translation; it was written completely over. I thought they were
I
translations.
mean, it is a translation, but when you translate something, you might not have the exact one for one word when you going
Word,
from
yeah.
Greek
Can
or you
can
going
I
from
say something?
Hebrew
Can I
to
get in here
Greek
real quick
to
to explain
German.
it a little better? Up until about 10 years ago, in what is it? Jamaica. Now, Jamaica don't have a mustard seed, so they didn't have a translation to that word up until 10 years ago. That word meant nothing to them, so they had to put a word in there that meant something as mustard seed meant. That's
What
what he
word did they
stated.
use?
I forgot the word they used, but whatever it was small. You know, small as mustard seed, but it was something that translated to them.
So a lot of translations are
Or one to one.
they have they using what the people of that time kind of believe. They overlaying it on the broader idea of what they can translate, but for the
Mm-hmm.
most part, they speak into whatever the standard of their time is. Because if
And
you
I
don't know how to
understand
read
that. I
Hebrew,
understand that, but I don't think
Because
that's rewriting it though.
Johnny. Well, but so how you translate something matters immensely. So, for example, I think that there's like a discussion or argument about the word virgin. Even Virgin Mary, sometimes when it comes down to how the word virgin is translated and what that actually means. Hey, daughter. Hey, Johnny, take this real quick. My Island and gonna came in here and tried to steal the show. Bye,
What
girly.
up? What up, Olive?
Hey, baby.
All right. We back. But yeah, like the way a word could mean like the Virgin Mary. Sometimes like there was a bunch of different translations and meanings of how the word virgin was translated in comparison to like just meaning no sex, complete chastity,
Could have been like a
or
young
like a
woman.
bunch. Yeah, like it's a bunch of different ways in which it could mean. Hell,
I
even to
get
this
I get
day,
that. I definitely
I
get
was just
that.
watching shout out BYU. I don't know what G was talking about. They paid for that whole entire lineup. BYU got some players, but
AJ don't
saying
play
that to
no
say,
defense though.
saying that to say, well, he tried. Peterson
He
just was
getting cooked. Getting cooked. AJ don't play
dunked on
no
the
defense.
nigga and then sat down the second half. But I was watching somebody was just randomly. I don't know why my algorithm fed me this. They was at BYU and there was just asking random questions, and you know, like the Mormons and like what if you put it in, but you get your homie to jump
Oh, you
on the
talking about
bed,
soaking? Soaking.
yeah,
That's
that shit
wild.
don't count.
That is wild.
They
That
call
is
it's another term like derfing or some shit like that. They
they
got
call it
terms to
soaking.
where yeah, soaking is just when you win it and somebody else got to make the friction. But then they
What's
got
the
like
other
the
one?
the whole like the dry humping shit. They got a bunch of crazy little things in which you see how like if you translate soaking, there's a way that you're not a virgin for sure. But all they're trying to do is find ways around the whole little thing, and that's where translations get lost.
I mean, okay, I can see that. I can see, especially over
Can, can,
time,
can,
over time
can I jump
periods
in
too.
for 1 second quick and say
Okay.
something? Now, listen, it's translations and it's different things and it's dialects and everything that goes on with us, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
in today's world, at 13 years old, Mary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mary coming out here and Mary getting pregnant, right? And you saying that Mary got pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
By God. God
Mm-hmm.
will go under trial right now. They would arrest God for statutory rape. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
In
nasty work,
today's
huh?
society,
That's
no,
nasty
I'm
work.
saying No,
That's
it's
nasty work, Unc.
very nasty work. And at the same point of me
Nasty
saying
work,
that right there,
I'm
he would.
crazy.
He would.
Unc
I'm
moved
going
on.
crazy.
That's nasty
He
work.
would. And at the same point on that right there, it would be the same thing. And please don't come at me, my
This
Muslim
nigga said
brothers,
predator
but
and prey.
the same thing to Muhammad. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because you married a 6-year-old, had sex with her at 9 years old, and had a baby with her. Now, I'm just saying, it would go on that with today's society and everything that goes on. That's why I am a religious, I am a person that believes in God, and I do whatever. But I don't follow things because I'm in today's society. It would drive you crazy if today's ethnics have us there. It would happen. It would happen. Am I right or wrong?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
if you judge the past on today's standards, it would definitely be
Yes, and that's
yeah,
all I'm saying.
it would lead to a lot of things, and that's why everything has to
Oh,
be within context.
it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna
Yeah.
hurt you.
I went to
All
the
right.
Museum of the Bible in DC, man. They got so many Bibles. You'll be like, man, ain't no way nobody know what they talking about, bro. I mean, every language, every country, to every time period. It was ridiculous.
You have
Good
to
Nah.
Bible
have
boy.
own. You
And they
have to
had a
have
slave
your own.
Bible. They had a slave Bible when I went up in there. That was like the big
Them niggas
exhibit.
couldn't read. No.
Johnny.
They couldn't
All
read
right, so
exact.
all right, so let me spin it to my memes before we
I
go
got.
get into like the full 3 hour. We on 2:35, Johnny. You just did 30 minutes of memes. You ain't control
I
your
didn't do. Unc
conversations.
did 30 minutes of
And
memes.
Unc did
My bad.
35.
My
Unc did
bad.
35 minutes of
I didn't
commentary.
mean to take over nothing, man. I swear I didn't. But what I said, well, anything that I said was anything I said incorrect, or I stand corrected if I was wrong on anything that I
There you
just said.
go. There you go.
I stand corrected
All
on
right, all
anything
right.
I said.
So here we go. I gotta start off with the guys. Shout out to the boys. 10-1 with the lineup. Shout out to the Moose. He dunk on the nigga and he do this. I love it. Brandon Miller is becoming the new Paul George. Shout out
Murder
to
Hornet.
yeah, shout out. That one never took off, Johnny. We ain't gonna call him the murder hornet. We ain't gonna do it. All right. Yeah, he J. Cole premium right now. I like it. We got LaMelo Ball. Sometimes you gotta bench a good player to tell him to take shit serious and stop riding that damn go-kart around the damn top of the whatever high rise he live
And
at.
stop running over little kids.
Hey, just stop being a big ass fucking kid. Shout out Miles Bridges. He stopped rapping and he became a decent hooper. Stop throwing women on what? No, he.
Stop.
All
He
right,
hit that lady.
all right, all right, all right. Well, all right, and then you got Khan
Convict
Kniffle.
music over there.
This is Charlotte's Great White Hope. They say sometimes you need one good white man to make it all work. And I don't know if that's true. I can't say I necessarily believe it. But he has been a really good glue piece. He took all of my guy Trey Man's minutes. Trey Man went viral playing like Iverson, and they started it since. But not playing like looking like Iverson, and he ain't started since. But yeah, that's the guys. They're what are they like 10-5 in the last 15? They put belt to San Antonio. They put belt to LA. Like right now they cooking. Shout out to the guys. That's all.
Hey, and shout out to LaMelo Ball's ankles.
Yes, it's holding up. It's holding up. His
God,
hand too. His
God
hand
bless
and
his ankles.
That's a fact. All right. Doesn't sound like there's a lot of commentary. Listen.
Here you go.
Look.
This listen, I got 3 of them. This is gonna be the most toxic, egregious memes ever. But this shit had me stop my path and I died. All right, let's get to it.
Whoa.
shit is fucking wild. But then I went on his page.
What the
I
fuck?
went on his page and then I seen this.
What the fuck is? Oh, hold up.
Oh, this is gross.
What the fuck, man? What was that about? What was that?
Damn, I should have changed it earlier.
This. Oh, bro. Ugh.
And then I found this. This shit is fucking crazy.
Oh, this is nasty.
Yuck.
Bro, I'm weak, bro.
Man,
I'm not even weak. That's just nasty.
This is disgusting.
It wasn't even funny.
Oh,
That shit was hilarious to me.
That
was
last
wild.
one, hey, Johnny, that last one was pretty funny, bro.
No,
That's nasty.
And the thing is, he has wilder ones than that. In which, yeah.
How many followers he got, man?
I don't know. I can go find him. It's a 14K.
He gonna be big, bro. He gonna be big.
It's some sick people out here, but that shit is. But people want to watch
like this one. This one's even wilder. I say, goddamn.
Oh man, I need some water. I'm the hot.
That's just crazy, in my opinion.
It might be an AO. He got a.
Nigga, it's definitely an AO. Imagine like the side. Yeah, it's definitely an AO. The fact that he pulled that off and didn't get canceled by IG is wild. All right. So again, I'm trying to speed through some of these, so I'm gonna hit y'all with this real quick. Shout out to all my guys. This shit ended up getting me a job before, so.
If it's one thing I'm gonna do, nigga, I'm gonna watch a tutorial. I will sit in front of the TV for hours and watch random niggas teach me how to do something. What do you mean? It's free. I'm gonna take a course. Random white nigga from Wisconsin teaching me how to fucking sidechain my 808s and make them motherfuckers bust, no plugins. Thanks, white man. Of course I want to watch it. I'm so tutorialed out my fucking mind. YouTube University, Google, fucking Reddit. I'm on the threads under an anonymous username. That's me asking questions. Hey, bro, on DaVinci, when I get to the third node, what do I do? What is DaVinci wide gamut intermediate? You think I'm not asking questions on the thread? I'm threaded. I was threaded and dreaded. Never regret it. I said it. You niggas pathetic. But you niggas, I'm watching a tutorial right now. It's a white man teaching me how to get the exposure right on my camera. I'm laid up, tutorialed up. One thing I'm gonna do, nigga, I'm gonna watch.
I thought that was something that everybody did. I ain't think that was something bad to do.
Some niggas be stubborn.
No. Everybody is not going to YouTube. We gotta stop getting you to think that what you do is what everybody do. No,
I
think
he.
Yeah, I think he everybody. Everybody.
No, I don't think I'm everybody. I think we're logical. If it's free out there, shit, it's free information. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why would you go and pay for somebody to do something for you? You go get for free, and you at least, you know what I'm saying, before do a little trial error on the shit or this, that, whatever. Shit, everything I could put a roof on the house from YouTube University.
Listen, when the previous job that I had before here, and again, I was a teacher. My degree was in psychology, and all my graphic design shit came from the internet. And my the guy that was hiring me was like, oh, he said YouTube University. I was like, yeah, bunch of tutorials. Steve, talk to us. You be on YouTube University.
Come on, man. Professor Messer, bro. That's how I got Security Plus, man.
There you go.
Nigga, Professor Messer, boy, he got it down. I said,
do
Professor Messer.
And bro, you can YouTube University anything too. That's the beautiful part.
Everything.
If you want to learn, it's out there.
I'm
All
telling
right,
you.
hey,
Oh
fellas,
yeah, that's
fellas.
facts. Cause bro, you got some YouTube University telling folks we Indians and shit, man.
Mm.
Let me get out of there. Let me get out of
All
there. Let
right,
me get out
all
of
right.
there.
Get
So,
out of
so,
there.
so
Leave
you
that
trying to argue
alone.
with
Leave that
All right,
alone,
so listen,
man.
listen. Speaking of, I think that Johnny started this on Wednesday. I'm
No.
gonna throw the part two to it, and let's have a conversation. Grits and Eggs has been under fire recently for his most recent commentary about I don't know what like some people say that he's the leader, but then the people that follow every word that he says and don't let you say anything negative about him will also tell you that he's not a leader. But I'll push play when you talk.
You got niggas like Tariq Nasheed gaining such a following because he's abusive in his verbiage, he's abusive in his rhetoric, and he's here to divide. And his psychology is that of a pimp. All of his books prior to his Black liberation, Black nationalist, Black power movement, all his books was about being a player and a pickup artist. Basically, he was trying to teach you how to be a pimp. Well, we know the pimp to pastor pipeline. A lot of niggas jump out the pimp and go straight into the pastor. That's the best thing smoking. But as things change, as cultures change and evolve, well, he just decided to do it in the Pan-African Black space and then dropped the Pan-Africanism. Hidden Colors was all about what was going on in Africa. All this acknowledgement of Africa. A film directed by him, produced by him. Extremely Pan-African film. What is the person who has this gift of gab, the pickup artist, the pimp, who has seen a righteous path but didn't see no money in that? Well, what do? You got to get back to pimping. But you're going to pimp minds. So what is the advocacy for? What is the abuse that he carries out? Separation versus inclusion. He wants the Black American to separate from global Blackness. He wants you isolated here on your own. What do cult leaders do? They separate you. They promise you all these great things. They speak sweet nothings to you. He's going to tell you about every accomplishment that the Black American has made, created, or been involved in. He's going to continue to remind you and pump this false sense of superiority into you. Instead of being inclusionary, understanding that Africans have had a hand in some of the biggest inventions in this world. The fucking fathers of civilization, the mothers of civilization, the creators of arithmetic. But the thing is that that's not good for business. He tried it with Hidden Colors. It didn't hit the same. People were starting to get away from it because it's a hype, it's a feel-good moment, but there's nothing to capitalize on it. So then you get micro movements versus mass communal practices. What does the divider do? What does the abuser do? What does the cult leader do? What does the pickup artist turn African, Pan-African, turn hyper American patriot do? Separate, micro move, internet rhetoric surrounded by hate speech and fear-mongering. Black nationalism has parallels to white nationalism in the rhetoric of separatism and overlaps of the tribes of Judah that exist in white supremacist groups as well. Some of the most radical white supremacists also talk about the tribes of Judah. So they think their superiority is divine as well, nigga. So if you got the same talking points as Nazis,
All right, you're unfolded. What up?
that nigga's a fed. You got niggas like Tariq Nasheed gaining such a following because he's abusive.
Let me get us there. Fellas. Steve, talk to him.
Whoa, man. Man, we about to be getting flamed up in that Discord after this. When they see this clip,
Hey, Steve,
they gonna be.
let me actually throw this. You know, I found this clip through one of the FBA guys posting a video about him, and I was like, damn. For this to be something negative, it seemed like you made him a lot of points. But go ahead.
I mean, he does make some good points, but anytime you try to point any of this stuff out to anybody about Tariq Nasheed, it's just like they don't believe it, bro. It's just like Tariq Nasheed, the only reason because really ADOS is what put Hidden Colors on the back burner. When ADOS pop up, everybody get on that wave, and because that's kind of the vibe that ADOS is on. But then when he couldn't join that movement because him and Yvette fell out. He come up
Mhm.
with FBA, and now FBA is just even a more narrowed down version of ADOS. So ADOS people and FBA people don't like each other. Like if you were in those
Yeah.
spaces, you know that. Like if you're not in those spaces, you think all of these people agree. But you know, people can believe what they want to believe. But I think like who your messenger is, the messenger does matter. And somebody who can go from a pimp to a Pan African to a black nationalist, then to an American patriot.
Patriot.
It's like, bro, like what's come on,
It's
man?
kind of crazy.
Like
It's
this
kind of
stuff is
crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
all of those ideologies are so contradicting. Either you don't really believe in nothing, or you know, maybe you just change your mind a lot. You know. But you saying he came up with FBA because somebody said he came up with FBA because Yvette and Tone was claiming to be leaders of all Black Americans. That's not actually what happened. Because I was in the Twitter space the day when before FBA became a thing, and Tariq was in the space and Yvette was in the space, and it's really it's a difference in belief of ideology, and it was also he was trying to capitalize off that movement. We could you know rehash the narrative afterwards, but he wanted a part of the movement and he got a part of the movement. And so some people who claim to be ADOS left and became FBA. They said I'm FBA now. You know, you know those are the two main conflicting ones. You got Friedman, of course, and some other people, but like I was in them spaces tough back in the day because you know what shit else to do. But it's just like weird. You could go from a whole Pan African and then now you telling everybody African shit not real, you know, don't matter no more. But you
Isn't he
literally
touring
got
Africa right now?
yeah. Or you doing videos about 1804 Haiti type shit.
Well, he had just did that prior to becoming the I guess like the spokesperson. Now I always thought that it was interesting. It's also weird because of to be honest, the one of the most consistent things that I have realized about people is that none of them actually was a part of like any of these like spaces or have history of him prior to the FBA thing. Like a lot of them are like new adopters. So then when you bring up like Pan African, not Pan African, Hidden Colors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they
He used to
really
be
don't really have a basis for it because they never watched it because they just adopted his ideology within the past 2, 3 years.
he
And
used to
you go ahead.
he used to be in the Sinetta spaces with Polite Umar. Like
Well,
the
he
like he was
brought
in that
Umar on to the Hidden
he
Colors. Yeah,
he was in that he was
that
in
might have
You
that
been
said
Umar's
that's
biggest
actually,
look.
yeah, that's the first time we heard of Umar.
yeah, he was doing the Sinetta TV type shit prior
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
That's all about this original man.
How
Africa is
how
the
Africa, everything originated from Africa. Samurais came from Africa. Da 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 came from
yeah
Africa. That
But
was the the take of him for like 15, not about 10 years.
Years, yeah.
for a good minute.
the problem is this: what y'all not understanding is this right here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's supposed to be a dude that come from being a pimp, right? Or pimp talking, or pimp
Okay.
lifestyle. And you fall out with a broad, and you got them.
Uh-oh.
You get so upset with a broad that you got to start your own shit. But you a pimp. You should be able to goddamn get her mind right in order for her to come towards you. So that makes you weak as a pimp.
A
You
weak
can't
pimp.
even pimp good. You can't pimp good. You can't get her mind right. How you gonna call yourself a pimp and you can't pimp this broad that goddamn thinking ways you thinking? So
Shorty ain't listening.
I'm saying you weakness is your pimping. Your pimping was wrong. So now you went against a broad. You telling me
Pimp
you
hand
a
weak.
pimp and you going against a broad? Man, get out of here.
Hey,
That's
but
all I got.
let me ask you this. What if she a gay woman?
I don't give a fuck if she is your
Bull
ball is a
daggers.
ball. She got a vagina on.
The bull daggers be strong though.
She got a vagina, don't she? She's a ball. And
Hey
bull
man,
dagger might be strong as she wanna be, but goddamn, she still got a vagina. Somebody I can make some money off of her. You feel what I'm
Johnny,
saying? If I'm
tell
I'm
Uncle.
gonna make some money
Hey,
on her.
hey, Johnny, tell Uncle about that time that bull dagger picked you up.
Huh?
Oh, you done had one goddamn slam your ass.
Nah, you talking about Rail? That ain't me. You got me confused. That's real.
All right. Anybody else?
I'm just
What is
saying.
all right, so now you gave your take. Johnny, what is your thoughts? Deontay Cal.
I mean, I agree with a lot of what he's. I mean, I played the one last time. I think. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I mean, Tariq definitely did not start off FBA. I mean, and you can see it. I mean, even like I forgot that like the first time I seen a Umar was on Hidden Colors.
Yeah.
Like I forgot. Like they totally. I'm like shit. That was Hidden Colors when I first got abreast to Umar was through through Hidden Colors, and to see where he is now. I mean, I think he like the mega church pastors y'all don't like.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. It's all designed to be what it is. I don't give a fuck. Who the fuck, what they gonna do to me? Goddamn, do it to me. Goddamn, I got it like you got it. I'm talking real shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Mega pastors, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can call them, whatever you want to be like. Jim Jones type shit or whatever. You do what you do. You gonna have followers. People gonna have followers. And
hold on.
and the people that
Somebody saying
follow
we
you.
can critique people, but we know what we talking about. So my question is to the person saying this: Are we? Is it not true that he was not pushing Pan African stuff prior to 2016?
Nigga was
This is
pushing
definitely
Are
Pan
you
true.
saying
African.
that that's not true?
And if I'm wrong, I say I stand corrected on this one. Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm
Tell
talking
us
about
that.
the people in the chat because
Not
everybody
you.
keep
I'm
talking about
saying.
everybody keep talking
No, I'm
about
saying,
we
saying
motherfuckers
that.
don't know what they talking about. But we grew up with Tariq and Umar too, y'all. Like we was there too. Like what are y'all
Well,
talking
I think
about?
the issue is that we ended up meeting him a little bit earlier than a lot of guys. TBI, talk to us, man. Listen, this is one thing I will say. I always got to get TBI shout out. Where I think that if I was to think of like 4 out of the 5 guys that are inside the Discord, sometimes it's hard for me to find like a logical through line to where at least their beliefs are consistent. TBI, what I can say is that I can disagree with it. I can easily disagree with it, and that's cool. I love disagreeing with people, and I think that that's like fun. There is a logical through line in which he typically lands that is consistent across like different beliefs,
He
and I
pro
fucks with
black
that
no
part.
matter what.
Right,
TBI is pro black. He not
and I
finna
can
let you
fuck with
disrespect.
that
He not finna
specifically
let you.
FBA in general.
He
And
not finna let
I
you.
can actually fuck with that. And yeah. TBI, welcome to the show, brother. What's going on?
What's good, brothers?
What up? What up?
Man, what's good?
All
What's good,
right.
man? I just
Like,
tuned back in, man. I heard.
You gotta tell us what we where Deontay and or we or us or whoever was I guess lying about or off about maybe.
Yeah. No, I think DeAndre Kyle is an agent, man. Just like consciously, they
Okay.
they're pushing a fake, I guess, pseudo Pan
right.
African thing, and it's really something to attack foundational Black Americans, man. It seemed like he been sent because a lot. I mean, it's the same energy with conscious leader. These people come out of nowhere, ain't nobody saying nothing to him, but they always got an issue with foundational Black Americans, man. Like even the stuff
Got
he say like he's basically I done heard him say like, hey, if they disrespect us, we're supposed to take the high road. Like that's agents. It's like that makes no sense. people can say anything to
If who
foundational black
disrespect us? He talking about the
So
Muslims.
Africans,
so
Africans, Caribbeans. They can say any. He said we're supposed to take the high road. If
No,
for any
hold on, but
disrespect,
wait a minute, TBI. When he said
he
that,
quoting
he
the other
also said
video. He talking about the other
that
video. You
he don't necessarily take what they say serious because he knows that they're coerced by white supremacy,
white
the
supremacy
same niggas here be.
and
nah,
colonization.
That's
that's an
what he
excuse.
said. He
That's
didn't
an
say he,
excuse.
but it's
Nah,
true.
he did say what he did say. We're supposed to take the high road. He said our culture.
All right,
We're
my bad.
supposed to
Hey,
take
hey,
the
hey
high road.
fellas,
Yeah.
I can actually just play it if y'all would like to.
Mm-hmm.
But my bad. Before we play it, because I guess this one was about Tariq. So, was there
Oh
something
yeah,
that you
and
disagree
then
with,
on Tariq.
what he said?
Yeah, with Tariq, he made documentaries about Black history. He was never Pan African. I think people confuse that. Pan Africanism basically wants people to erase their unique identity and ethnicity and say they're African. He never subscribed to that. He
Is
just
that
made,
what Pan
hey,
No.
Africanism is
All
about?
right. So
yes, that's what it is.
so hold on.
Basically, why?
Wait. Johnny, so Steve, do you agree with this?
No. Like we
What
can't
is
just
pan?
like
What? No. What is?
this
No.
my
No. 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 What
this
is
my
Pan
problem with what
Africanism?
this my problem with
If a white man make a documentary about Black history, is he a Pan African?
listen. This
No,
my
that shit
problem
don't make
with
no damn
this my problem
sense.
when we say what we think Pan Africanism mean.
What
When
is it?
literally the
See,
people who found the first conscious thought, Kwame Nkrumah on Pan Africanism, it do not have nothing about you giving up whatever your unique identity
what is
is.
the core belief of
It's not
Pan
nothing about giving
Africanism?
up your unique identity. It's an
It's
understanding
saying
that
everybody that is melanated is African. That's the core
no, that's
idea.
not what
That's
it's
the
saying.
core. Yes, it is. Man. What is it?
Everybody who melanated, that would mean South Asians is African.
Okay. So what is the
It
core
means
belief
people
of
on the
Pan?
continent of Africa who understand they being subject. Because the crux of what's supposed to be
What?
unified. Listen, if you want me to tell you what Pan Africanism is about, I can tell you what it's about.
It doesn't have a
I can't
definition.
tell
That's
you
the
about
issue.
what
That's
y'all
why it hasn't
made the.
accomplished anything. It doesn't
Oh,
have a true definition.
you can argue that, but you right now we're not finna move it to have it accomplish anything. But we're talking about what does it actually mean? What does the ideology actually say? And it's just the understanding that African people, regardless if you African in sub-Saharan Africa or you was a slave brought to the Caribbean, the Americas, Latin America, that y'all have been subjugated by a
That's not
unifying
what
force,
Pan.
the Europeans, the
No,
West, and we should
White supremacy.
and we
that is
should
not what Pan Africanism is. So
but
Pan
you're
Africanism is based on white supremacy.
why do you think they are why do you think they arguing for us
Colonialism.
So if I'm
what
Pan
do you think
Asian,
they arguing for you to be
that is
unified
also
against?
based off white supremacy. So you're
What do you
saying
think they arguing for you to be unified against?
they're just saying everybody that is black is
No.
African. That's all that's the whole thing, man. It don't have
That's
nothing to
not
do
the
with no
crux of
white.
TBI,
the ideology.
That
that's
There's
y'all
not
is
true.
nothing
All
now
right.
else
you
to it,
making up
TBI.
shit, bro.
They ain't got no
Nigga,
deeper
I
meaning.
got books right here on my shelf. Do you want me to take
How
pictures
can
of
you
them and
say
post them in the
so?
chat?
So if somebody is Pan Asian, they're fighting against white supremacy. That's what you're saying.
First of all, Pan Africanism is there is a lane of Pan Asianism, but Pan Africanism has a very distinct, well wrote out ideology that can be read.
so
We can't
Pan
just say
African. It doesn't focus
what we
the
think something is. Like we can only go off.
Steve.
Like
That's
I
what
can't
you're
just
doing,
change the
man.
definition of something. Like the
That's
people
what you're
wrote down
doing.
what they meant by Pan Africanism. Now I can take some pictures of some books and post it in the
This why
chat
we
for
need
you.
AI.
All I'm saying,
I can
brother.
post some
You just
Kwame
said
Nkrumah for
Pan
you.
Pan
Cause,
Africanism is
cause that's what
about white
truth gonna
supremacy,
become
bro.
AI. Q.
But that is a it's not all
No, bro.
it's
The primary principle is focused on Africa. What are you talking about?
but why do they see it
It's
as a
focused on how we're
necessity
related
for
to
Africans
Africa.
to be unified?
It's
Do you think we
focused on
just unify
Africa.
for the sake of unification?
Africa is centered in Pan Africanism. That's the
Okay,
core belief. It's
but
not
what do you
white
think?
supremacy is that's secondary. The
I
core
got a
thing
question.
is all the black people are African. That's the
What do
core
you think was
principle.
the driving force where people would then think we need to come up with an ideology about unifying people who are descendants of Africans? What do you think drove us to that point?
So
Do you
if
think
there was no white supremacy, people wouldn't the Pan Africans wouldn't say we need to come together. Is that what you're saying?
I mean that's the driving force behind it. Go read Kwame Nkrumah in them.
So they
Don't take
created
my word for it. Don't. Hey,
Pan-Africanism
I
because of
promise you.
white supremacy.
Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word
Hey,
for it.
Steve, can I ask a question? Hey, TBI, if there was a reality, third and fourth, fifth dimension, where Pan-Africanism actually held benefit for FBA people, would you then be for it?
There is no benefit, bro, because
I said
there is
if,
no benefit.
hypothetically, if there
I
could
don't
be a
like to go
benefit.
hypotheticals because we've been going off. Look, Black Americans have tried Pan-Africanism. That's why they changed course. It's like, hey, this shit don't benefit us. It benefits everybody but us,
Isolation
and we're the
benefits
only.
us more.
What's that?
Isolation is more beneficial.
What do you think? Look, Johnny. What do you think in Africa? They have so many tribes in different countries, and they tell you, "Hey, I'm Kenyan. I'm Nigerian." They separate. That's everybody been doing it, but us.
But
And look
militarily,
at these conditions.
there are alliances.
No,
Look at their conditions.
not even just us. Even
There's
white
not
people
military alliances.
delineate.
And look at
What are
their
you talking
condition.
about? Even white people delineate.
You
Hey,
saying like
I'm
you
from
saying like
France.
you
I'm from
saying like
Greece,
being
nigga.
separated.
We're not the same.
Hold
What the hell
on.
are y'all
You said
talking
look at
about,
them.
man?
They separating, so they not practicing Pan
But
Africanism either.
listen.
So and they getting
So why is it
exploited.
an issue? Why is it an issue when we doing it now? If everybody been doing it,
This is
why
the
is it an
problem.
issue? Why is it an issue?
In my opinion, I don't think this idea of people trying to say that the FBA is the only person who not trying to practice Pan Africanism. That's a revisionist history. I don't believe that. So, and I can't speak for other people who might believe that. But the whole reason why the continent of Africa is able to be exploited is because they refuse to practice it. That's why you can
It
send.
doesn't
Hey,
exist,
TBI, can I ask another question?
and it doesn't work, man.
Well,
You're
TBI.
not gonna.
Hey,
It's
TBI.
okay for people to be different, man.
TBI.
This
If there were
whole
world, hey, TBI.
this whole fairy tale elementary idea of everybody coming together and holding hands, that does not work in the real world.
TBI.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
If there were a world where FBI can be its own thing, and Pan
FBI.
African
FBA.
TBI, FBA. Fuck my bad, but yeah, FBA.
Yeah, that's true. I give you a pass on that.
FBA can exist and thrive while a lot of his people are still Pan African. You don't think there's no two words? Like you think they're mutually exclusive? Where like I have to believe in like Pan Africanism and not care about FBA, and you think if I care about FBA, I cannot see any benefit in being. You don't see where they can both exist at the same time.
The two ideologies, they contrast because Pan-Africanism wants us to overlook our unique identity, heritage, and history. Yes, it does.
I'm gonna
That's why
post
they
the
keep.
books for you, man. I'm gonna post the books for you.
Steve, I know you get caught up in reading all these random books, bro. But I look at logic and reality, bro. That's what I'm saying. I look at logic and reality.
No, I got you, TBI. Can you give us like the reference points to where your definition of Pan-African would be at, just so we can actually understand and see it?
And TBI,
the reference are actual Pan-Africanism. I know y'all want
who Africans are not just because you African don't mean you Pan-African.
I got another question because I'm actually.
I said actual Pan-African.
You should be able to give me some names. You should be able to give me some.
Steve, do you think most Pan-Africans believe what you just read in that random ass book that you just quoted? None of them. Most of them probably haven't even read that damn book. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stay out of this fucking theory shit and come to fucking reality.
That's like saying I'm a Christian and never reading the Bible.
That is not the book of Pan-Africans, bro.
It's some
What are you
stuff that's
talking about?
foundational to understanding the ideology that you must read. You can't just say.
Niggas
it's like I can't say I believe in Marx and I ain't never read a lick of Marx.
This is the problem, bro. People are not going off that random book. I'm trying to tell you.
But it's not just a random book. It's actual people.
Most Pan-Africans I guarantee you, have never read that book. How do you know they have? See, and how do you know that's the go-to book for Pan-Africans?
But TBI, you
Can
couldn't give us
Q,
an
my
example
example
of
is the
a TV.
actual Pan Africans in real life, what they tell you.
Who? I guess, and
Who?
that's what.
Name
What
them.
do you
yo,
mean? Who?
listen,
If you go
listen,
ask
listen.
fucking Kofi,
Drop the
I
names
guarantee
Yeah,
like
that
the
motherfucker ain't
Epstein
read that
list.
No, no,
book.
Kofi not a
but
Pan African?
Yes,
Kofi's not.
yeah.
But hold on,
But
wait.
man, all
But
right, y'all
also,
niggas.
I ain't
but
talking about
no, no,
Kofi.
but
Let's not talk about
TBI.
Kofi.
Bro,
No,
I
no,
just didn't
but no,
realize y'all niggas
but
don't
TBI, hold
move
on.
and
No,
reference
TBI,
things in
I got you,
reality.
but
Niggas
TBI,
gonna read
TBI,
fucking random books that
I got
nobody
you,
fucking
I
knows
got you.
about and says that's
Hey,
something I
TBI,
should
I
fucking
got you.
reference. It's crazy.
TBI, I got you. TBI, I got you, and I understand what you're saying.
It's
The
insanity,
interesting thing
man.
is
I hate dumb shit,
whether,
man.
but TBI, whether we say Kofi is or isn't Pan Africanism. What's interesting is that
He
even
said he's a
him,
Pan
in as much,
African.
all right, cool,
He's
but
never referenced this book.
again, TBI, right now you gotta let me land the plane.
He's never
You're
referenced
not
this
allowing,
book.
again, you're not allowing me to land the plane at all. So whether you like him, don't like him, say he's Pan African, don't say he's Pan African. We've sat and had a conversation with Kofi, and he agrees with the idea that Black people are its own specific ethnogenesis, and that like
Black
they agree.
people.
He agrees with the concept. So
Black
even in
Americans.
that, even whether he's Pan African, if you say he's Pan African, it sounds like he also still understands and agrees that Black people is its own separate group.
yeah, yes,
But
but
he will
he agrees with
also
that. He agrees with
yeah,
that.
go
Can you
ahead,
hear me? Can
Hey,
Go
anybody
ahead,
hear
but
me?
hold on. I
Go
got a
ahead,
question for TBI. I got a question. I've been had the TBI, and whoever. But like to say they want to make us African, do you not think that like even the
They
Pan
literally
Africans?
tell us that though,
Hold on,
Johnny. They
TBI. But
literally
you
say
don't
we're
think.
not.
But you don't think they even them like see our value as our Americanism, like how our proximity
No,
to
Johnny,
being
they
American. That's
no.
why we're
what
a
you saying
benefit
is
to Pan
irrelevant right
Africanism,
now, Johnny.
and that's why
Johnny,
it's not because we're all African. It's because we're actually American, and that's what makes the movement better because it's African with the like. You don't see how that is how
no,
it made because
listen.
not it has nothing to do with us being African at all. It's the fact that we
That's the
are
whole. That's
American
the
and
whole
we're in
basis of
Listen,
Pan
solidarity with
Africanism,
these
though,
black
Johnny.
people.
I'm going to break it down to y'all what it is all together. You understand what I'm saying? And the whole problem with it is this right here. The problem is that no one doesn't because if you look at it historically and everything else, everybody comes from Africa. No matter what race, creed, or color, or whatever, everything stems from Africa. So anybody, Europeans are African, everybody, Asians
I
are
don't think.
African, everybody is African. But listen what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you right now is that even if we did come over here from Africa or on ships and planet here, and we're sitting here where we're at right now, we are so many hundred years eh, away from them, we're not them. Why is
I
it
didn't say
Exactly.
that
that,
we
Unc.
are
I
We
didn't
not
don't
say
need
that.
to
them?
be
Exactly.
them.
Exactly.
But we don't
I
need
didn't
like
say that we're them. I say
we don't need to be
our
them.
I
uniqueness is
think
what
y'all don't
makes us
understand.
valuable to black
Unc,
people all
you are
across the
correct.
world.
They don't understand what Pan Africans are saying today. They're referencing some old
What
book
about Pan
from the
blackness?
60s, like or 50s. I don't know
Let
where the
me
book is from.
finish. Let me finish my statement. What I'm saying is this right here. If you are a couple of hundred years removed from anything, you are not them.
Exactly.
You are your own entity. You are a whole different culture. Within a couple of hundred years, you think about it, even if with slavery, we were here beforehand, and even if we were here when slavery came here, we are not them. We don't know their cultures. We don't do this, that, whatever. And when we go over there, they don't accept us because we're not part of them. They have tribal
Facts.
systems and certain things that
Hey,
happens
black
and
ain't say
goes
that.
on with them that has them to they're in their own cliques. And with their
Facts.
cliques, we are not part of their cliques. What people don't understand, let me finish talking and let me land my plane before you got there interrupt me and be rude. What I'm saying to you is this right here. This is something that you need to understand and everybody else need to understand that we are not them because we're hundreds and hundreds of years removed from being anything about them. We have our own culture and we whatever. We derive from people that were strong enough to sit here and be and go through, endure what we went through here, and come to
Yes.
accomplish to be the one people on this earth that no matter where the fuck you go, no matter what nationality, what color, no whatever breed or whatever the fuck they want to be us. Because if you look at gay men and women, gay women act like black men and gay men act like black women. No matter what color they are, we are the strongest people, and all of them act like Americans. I'm telling you, that's who we are. We are the strongest breed that's out here, and that's why we are different than anybody else. We deserve our own rights. We deserve to have our own culture. We are the people that need to be saluted from everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, that
I
sound
agree
like
with
that.
you.
Salute,
Hold
Hey,
on,
hold
salute.
on.
Rio.
Time out.
That sound
I'm gonna
like that
respond.
chosen people
Unc,
talk.
I agree
I
with you
mean, you just
completely.
look at the
Hey,
history,
look,
man.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny,
Look at the
I'm about to throw it to
resume,
you.
nigga.
I'm about to throw it to you. Hey, so really
I
quick,
agree,
let's go
Unc.
to John. Let's go Johnny, then Steve.
And Unc, I agree with everything you said. We are different. We also are still fighting a fight here, and we need help. We know who's not gonna help us. Who would be the best
Johnny,
people to
they're
go
not
and
gonna
help
help,
us?
Johnny. They can't even help themselves, and they're the majority.
Okay,
The only people that can help
They're the
us
we can't
majority,
help
and
ourselves.
is
We
they
still
have a
fighting this
billion
fight too. But I'm saying,
people. They
so
have
we
a
don't need
billion
nobody help.
people.
We gonna do it on our own. Fuck the
We've
allies.
been
Fuck the
doing
white
it on
man.
our
Fuck
own.
the
We've
white
been
woman.
doing it
Fuck
on our
feminism.
own.
Okay, well let's
listen,
get it then.
listen,
Why we gotta? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's
We've
get
been
it.
doing it
Hey,
on our
Steve.
own.
Well,
These
let's go
groups get
get
over
it
here and
then.
don't help us. We help them.
I do.
who
I
the
do
hell
find
gonna
it.
All right,
help us if they ain't got their
throwing
shit together?
it to
They ain't
Johnny,
got
not
their
Johnny.
shit together
Throwing it to Steve.
to help
Steve,
us.
what's going on?
I do find it strange that everybody got a chosen people narrative. The Jews, the whites, the blacks, and it's like, who gives a fuck if we God's chosen people? Like, what does it even matter? What should it? What we human beings, and we should have dignity
It's
just for the
human,
fact that we human beings. Like we
man.
here, we like. We shouldn't need no grand narrative about being chosen and all this shit for people to treat
It's
us with
proven,
dignity that
man.
humans is
Look,
supposed to that they supposed to have. I feel like a
Nigga,
lot of people we
God's
chasing
other
these
chosen people got allies.
we keep chasing these narratives because
I have never said
we think we
chosen.
finally gonna come across the narrative that white folks finally feel guilty enough to give us
No.
what they owe us.
I don't know what
Who
they got to do.
who give a damn
Nah,
about the narrative? We've been wrong regardless of the narrative. We've been wrong regardless if we the chosen people.
huh?
Like y'all don't see, and this is the part
What?
because y'all
Steve,
don't
I'm not
actually read or
no,
study nothing. That the
no, Steve,
white
I
people.
never said that we're the chosen
Steve,
people.
Steve, have you
I
ever
never
heard
said that we're
the
the chosen
Bible verse,
people.
bro?
I
But
have never said that we were chosen
everybody
Much
people.
think they the
learning,
chosen
much
people.
learning has made you
No,
mad, man. That's what.
I
No,
never said that.
everybody
If
think
I
You know
said
so much that you
when did
don't know
I say that?
nothing,
I
man.
would stand corrected if I said that. I never said that we were chosen people. What
but
I
that's the
said was
narrative
that
you making.
that's
That's
not
literally a
I'm saying
chosen
we're
people
a
the narrative
narrative.
that I'm
distinct
making.
people. That's
The
it. We're
narrative
distinct
that I'm
people,
making
man.
is that fuck
That's
them.
it.
distinct
Distinct in
people.
I'm
which
not
We're
a
way?
distinct people
Listen,
that
nigga.
still
We
listen,
ain't got what we
listen.
deserve,
through
and we
our
need
The
help.
culture, nigga. What are you
narrative that
talking
I'm
about?
making is
That's what
that
I'm
us
saying. We
being the chosen people. We are not the chosen people. We were the people that we our generations set, and no matter how we got here, we were here. But we're not there. We're not them. That's my narrative. It has nothing to
yeah,
do
we're
with us
distinct.
being the chosen people. What it has to do with is that through all the bullshit they went through, no matter where you go, a nigga in Africa gonna tag their pants on their ass, a nigga in England gonna tag their pants on their ass, a nigga in goddamn Ghana gonna tag their pants on their ass, nigga in goddamn in the middle of Taipei gonna tag their pants on their ass, because black people in America are the influences of the whole fucking world.
What
That's
has that got
facts.
us?
That's
It ain't
facts,
got a
man.
shit,
What has
but
that
I'm just
got
What do
us?
you
telling you,
mean? What the
it
hell that
ain't
got
got a
us? What are
shit.
you talking
But
about, nigga?
what
We
the
the
fuck
top black
that?
people in the world. That won't sound this low ethnic
No matter
self-esteem
what
is what's
you
We're the
wrong
say,
with
only
some
we
we're
niggas,
only the
are
man.
not
top black
It's
people in
them.
the world
crazy.
because of like white
We are
supremacy
Because of
not
what, nigga?
them.
Because of what
or
we
proximity
accomplished.
to white
And
That's what I'm
people's
supremacy.
saying. We
how does that
are
make
not
sense? Make that
them.
make sense. Make that make sense, Johnny.
See,
Because
We're
we're in
because
only
what
America,
who
the
we
one
what
the most racist country
no
in the
matter
world,
how much
and we
money you
didn't
make,
want to
so
no
leave.
because
matter
we're in the
what
most
white
racist
supremacy
country in the world, that made us the
listen,
most influential people in the world.
We're the most
That's
powerful. Yes,
Oh my
Yes,
God,
absolutely.
bro. Niggas,
Absolutely.
bro. The crazy thing is, bro, it's
Because we got
niggas
exploited
that are
by
from
these white
third
people.
world
Because we
countries,
continue to
bro.
get exploited by these white
They
people. The
exploit,
people who run these record
bro.
labels and that
It's
music, it's a lot of white boys that run that shit, that push that shit
bro.
to the world.
Y'all niggas just got low
Lucian and
ethnic
them
self
getting
esteem,
paid
bro.
off
That's
them
all this
records
shit
getting
is,
sold in
man.
Africa.
Hey, this nigga.
It's niggas in third world countries that got more ethnic self esteem than y'all niggas. That's
No, I
crazy.
just no.
That's crazy. I'm from a first world country. My people built the first world country. I'm not looking down or looking up to some motherfuckers that steal shit in the streets in 2026. Y'all niggas is crazy. That's mental illness, bro.
Who
That's
said we looking
crazy.
up to them? But like,
That's crazy.
y'all
Niggas
jump
looking
off
at
the
to
deep
niggas from
end
third
just
world
because.
countries, and they're in the strongest country in the world. That's crazy.
What part I said that
That's
was a
right,
lie?
man.
What part of
That's
what I said?
crazy. You know how crazy you gotta be to look
brain,
up to some motherfuckers from third world countries? That's crazy. And you
my
from a
whole
first
brain.
world that's crazy.
This nigga
And
talking
people,
about
All
we
right, so
didn't.
fellas,
people,
all right, so
That's
fellas,
how the hell
insanity.
can we
Q,
argue
go
that
ahead,
you
close it
fellas,
out, man. Close it out.
yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Close that shit
fellas,
out, boy.
really
Shit,
quickly,
insane.
shout out to Ron Dwan. It does seem to find its way to devolve into this sometimes, but sometimes niggas just got to get a little Anna off their chest. And this was a
That's a
little vent session in which, as you see, shout out to LTL. It's a bunch of people just arguing points that nobody's listening and having like coherent conversations. But nonetheless, I think that is valuable sometimes inside small little increments. With that said, this has been the To Be Fair show. It felt a little bit more like an unpack.
I was gonna say
Shout
this
out to
supposed
the
to be my
regulars.
part. Like this supposed to be my part.
Oh my bad. Land the plane, Johnny. Land that bitch.
this
Land
I
that bitch.
forgot what day it was.
Johnny, do that job, Johnny.
Hey, I'm gonna holler at you later. But yeah, this was an unpacked episode. We usually don't dive into the FBA on Sundays, but we got there. Hey, look, TBI, we're gonna be back on Wednesday. Like we can continue it.
Yeah,
Because
we do
we
this.
can get
Love
to it because
y'all, man.
I'd rather have some more like fruitful conversations. I think a couple of weeks we actually did get a more, a more progressive, a lot more progress with the conversation. This
Yeah.
week I don't know where it went, but it was a good one. I enjoyed kicking it with y'all. I definitely do. But this was the To Be Fair show. Again, y'all hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below. Y'all tell us whether
Hey, listen. Hopefully next week,
they was
weather
right, we
permitting,
was
we will
wrong.
be in the weather permitting. We will be in the studio,
Yes.
launching the new season. Um, yeah. All right. We. All right. So listen, this Saturday, pull up. We have the opening of the intersection. This would be, my space in which. Oh yeah. Shout out Johnny. Johnny. He's a part of the In Focus Studios. In which like we opened up a full range podcast studio. I'm opening up a full frame gym / athletic space, which is also going to double as a community center, in which I'm gonna use a lot of time and energy to try and reach back into the community that I grew up in. This space is specifically in the community that I grew up in, and which like this is just my node in attempt to give back to the actual community and the people that help make me to be the person that I am. So with that said, we do have our grand opening this Saturday, Charlotte, North Carolina, 2918 North Graham Street. If you are free, pull up. Again, I know we have some viewers
Juan,
in right
pull up
now,
on
but
us.
if you are watching us on the rewind, make sure that you pull up. Again, we're gonna have shit for me. We're gonna have things for the kids. We're gonna have things for the adults. And we're gonna have a
It's gonna
really,
be a
really,
good
really
time.
good time. And again, this is Black History Month. It's a Black business opening up inside a Black neighborhood. Fuck with the guys. You know what I mean? Just some entrepreneurs trying to figure out things of how to impact the community the right way.
Oh yeah.
It don't take us it ain't take us 10 years to build a school. We put that community center right inside Drew Hills.
What, 2
inside
months?
what I say I started about about 4 months, but you know what I
2
mean?
months.
Listen, we got the bit done. We got the bit done.
Doors open.
Had kids. And we had Keith for 2 months, and then I mean. So
Hey,
with that
look,
said, yeah, make sure y'all tap in.
hey, like my boy said, y'all gotta come pull up on us. I'm proud of him. He doing he doing doing something for the community, and like I say, it's for the community. So we need people to pull up and be a part of it and come shop with us. We got the gym
Mm-hmm.
memberships,
Mm-hmm.
trainers. We
Mm-hmm.
got a studio. We can do
Mm-hmm.
podcasts, interviews, photo shoots,
Mm-hmm.
whatever y'all want. Like you say, it's a multi-use place, and we proud of it, and we want the people to come see. So again, 28, 29, 18 North Graham, February 7th.
Yes, sir.
Y'all come
2
see
All I
us
got
p.m.
to
again.
say,
What up, Unc?
congratulations, congratulations. I'm so proud of y'all. You know what I mean? No matter
Mm-hmm.
what happens, everything is possible because when you put your mind to it as a
Mm-hmm.
person, period, it can happen. You did your
Yes, sir.
dreams, you know what I'm saying, and things happen. And right now, yeah, I'm coming.
And
They'll
this just
point
Yes,
the
sir.
beginning.
after I point my dick. That's what I tell them because I'm coming. I'm coming. Then you know what I'm talking
Hey
about.
yo,
Yes,
hey
sir.
yo.
Hey, listen,
But
y'all want to
again,
meet the real Unc? Unc is there. Hey, Steve, we got the pull up show coming soon. We gonna give you the date at least in a month in advance.
Bet.
Yeah, TBI, you in Atlanta? We gonna need you to pull up soon too, my brother. I seen you that one time. You
Quincy,
accidentally turned your camera off.
uh,
See that one
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
time.
Quincy,
Your light skinned
Fat
Yeah,
brother.
Boy,
definitely.
But
Old Man.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
lot
Oh
of
man,
people.
all the guys. With
All
that
the guys.
said, this is the To Be Fair show. Johnny is the host. I'm Q. I'm just giving commentary. Check us out on Wednesdays, in which like the roles are reversed a little bit. Check us out on Saturdays. We got Old Head. He has a
Who you
show.
talking to? They was in the chat.
Every other Saturday, you know what I mean? We talking basketball talk with Open Gym. And with that said, it's been a good episode. Fun episode. Went all around the world. But like that, we out. Peace. It feel like G